Hi, boys and girls. I just want to say off the bat for anybody that gets in here, Jesus is Lord. Boom, 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 boom. Is there anybody out there? Hey, Dan, you are the winner. Email me at Mr. Duggar, Mr. Duggar 420 at Gmail, and I'll send you some stickers for you first. What up, Grey Wolf? Danimal? All the good people starting to be here. Let's see. Just figured I wanted to jump in, and I'm still pissed off about what they did to our ex-president yesterday, and see what's going on out there in the world with a bunch of people going live. So I figured it'd been a while since I did an invasion. I'd figure I'd give y'all some place to hang out, and maybe somebody got something to jabber about, they can holler at me. Because somebody see that and they want to come in, go ahead and come in. Yeah, I had a pretty good fun day today, and broke out a bunch of my old tackle, was going through it and resorting it, and found some stuff I forgot I even had. Man, I got so much crap. I got some alien stickers. It's all right to get into that, Dan. I find it funny too. I'm pissed off about it. Them guys, they just keep going at. They just keep going at it and doing everything. They can't get off his nuts. They ain't got no news without him. But yeah, you do need to get to go fishing. What old Richard Jean say? Going fishing, go fishing. It's good for you. Very well. You been gaming? What did he do, Dan? What did he do? Said do everything he said he was going to do. He was a president. He was allowed to have that stuff. Pence wouldn't. Joe Biden wasn't. You know, and I would love to debate. I would love to have a talk with you and see what has Biden done for you. You know, it always amazes me. I won't get no hurt feelings with you. I see why you don't want to talk about it because you ain't got any issues that you can stand on. You got a piece of crap for a president that's he's a total puppet. He was installed. The election was rigged. It's going to come out. You remember you heard this on Mr. Duggar's show, but we don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. I know most liberals don't like talking about their people in the White House, like Biden and Kamala, the biggest failures ever. He's allowed to have them and to mishandle them if he wants to. He's the president. You know, Clinton put his in a sock drawer. Okay, along with his rubbers, So, I did see a couple of the prettiest birds today, man. I have my parakeet, and I'll take his little bird cup out there, and I'll throw the old seed, what he had and ate, throw it out there on the ground. And birds, it's amazing. It's their job. I understand being birds. They always looking for something to eat, but it never does cease to amaze me how many different kind of birds go out there and find that feed, man. Yeah, we got a bunch of pretty hummingbirds out here. I'm surprised I haven't got a feeder out. My wife, when we had them damn feeders right in front of our windows, and it was nonstop hummingbird wars out there, boy. It is amazing. You had them little Rufus would come in. Them little Rufus hummingbirds, man. They aggressive, and they try to take over a feeder, and they try to keep everybody beat off the feeder, and then in come a ruby throat, whip his ass, and he eats a big after all. Hi, everybody that's coming in. I see a few more people coming in here. I got 5 people here now, and I'd like to say hey to you, and thanks for coming in on the invasion. And went live in a while, and I just wanted to come in. There's my hero. Yo, 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 Traveling Bulls. What's up, Bubs? We got this come in and start picking and grinning, so to speak, to see what everybody doing. There's Spider Baby 420, Agent 420. How you doing? And drop the link in case somebody wants to jump up. We get somebody up here to have some discussion. That'd be cool. LW, my hero. Another hero. Yeah, it's amazing how little them baby hummingbirds are in the nest. They're so teeny. It's amazing. It's like I mean, small stuff has always amazed me how it can have animation and life. Like ants, little bugs. Stop and think about, man. They're living in our world, and they're living too. So, and then a hummingbird, they're just incredible. We have a large variety. We're in the path of south and north on their migration, and we get a bunch of them. But yeah, I just didn't have nothing to do. Nobody was jabbering, so I figured I'd get out here and jabber. What the hell? We're Big Matt in here somewhere. I didn't see him. Oh, there he is. What up, Big Matt? Another good people. And I don't know how everything's gonna turn out, but I'm pretty excited about a couple of things I got going on. So, uh, we're just out here in the country and stuff, and I don't know, man. It gets boring out here all by myself sometimes. I guess that's why I'm on the damn computer all the time. Yeah, some of them little suckers will go at you, man. They definitely will. Moorhead. Craven Moorhead. I always did love that. Yeah. You know, I'm thinking about getting hummingbird feeders because, man, I've had a couple of them. They'll just come up, look in the window like, what? Dude, I'm telling you, it's when my wife was here, we'd have like 3 feeders out right in front of our window of our living room. And I mean, it was hummingbird wars. All hell traveling fools, all hell.
What's going on,
you doing,
Bubs? How
Bubs?
you doing, man?
Oh man, I was sitting here bored, wasn't nobody online. I still want to bitch about jacking with Trump. And it ain't about Trump. You know, that's what a lot of people keep thinking. I'm mad about what they're doing to Trump. No, they're not doing it to Trump. They're doing it to us.
Well, you know, like what we say, man, that doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't, does it?
No, it doesn't seem to anymore. It's all about them. Yeah, I think LW might jump in here with us in a minute, so it could get interesting. You never know.
Hey man, I ain't scared. I just woke up. I laid down about 5 o'clock. I woke up about 30 minutes ago. So I'm good to go.
So what you been doing all day? Anything fun?
Yeah, I went and hung out. With a buddy of mine. My mechanic, but he's also been a buddy of mine for a lot of years. Hello, LW. How you doing, Bubs?
Hello, sir. How are you?
Oh man, I'm making it. Gonna make it. Yeah, I went and hung out with him for a little bit and went sorted through a bunch of my tackle today, and I had some old school stuff. I had some tackle that a buddy of mine made me, and I forgot about it. Man, I got all kinds of jig heads and soft baits and stuff. I'm thinking about I had to go out there, convince my buddy to break out his boat and let's go catch some walleye. Man, I'm getting hungry for some fresh walleye.
Yeah, it's about time.
What's going on with LW?
About time to do some fishing.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like fun. I'll probably need to try to get me some done this summer. Go down to Galveston, Jamaica Beach or something.
I think Duggar froze up on us.
Yeah, I was wondering if that was me or
no.
St. Louis. I used to some flat country out there. Do what?
You froze up on us for a minute. You were just
trouble. Did I freeze up?
Yeah, you froze up.
I'm well, you know, I got that hillbilly internet.
Yep, you done went and stole Joey Foster's internet, man.
No, I think they sold me out here for Joey Foster's, you know. I don't know, man. Every once in a while it works excellent, then the next day it wants to buffer.
Have you tried resetting your router? Unplug it and play.
Oh yeah, of course.
I love when you call.
That hurt my feelings. You even said that, dude.
I love it every time you call those people up and
you
bitch.
need to unplug it and wait 30 seconds and plug it back in. Have you tried that? Yeah.
No,
have you checked your plug-in into the wall?
What do you need to unplug the router and plug it back in? It is.
It's like an old Zenith TV. You got to go up there and whack it a few times or
Beat the
what?
shit out of the top of it. That's too funny.
Yeah.
So what's up with you, LW? What did you get into all day?
Oh, not much. Just doing the same old stuff, you know.
Yeah, did you get your little studio set up yet?
No.
Soon
I'm
coming.
gonna have to do that. I'll have to do that at my next one. Just say that.
Right. What's the ETA on that? Next month?
Oh, I would probably say sometime next month. Yeah.
Ah, cool. Cool, man. We'll
This
get it
is my
pimping.
studio.
Hey, man, I like it.
I'll just make sure.
Oh man.
Ask any advice from
This place is
on audio.
there you go again.
Yeah, if you need any audio advice, just call Mr. Duggar.
Yeah, I can tell you all the cuss words to use if you got shitty service. I can tell you all the cuss words you can call them. It's piss me off. I ain't got no kids this late, but it just pisses me off, man. Pay good money, and I'm not used to having crappy internet because I was living in town inside Santa Fe. They got good service there. I never buffered or dropped videos except once in a blue moon, but this out here is just like, well, I think it's happened to peek around a couple of mountains that makes it do that.
Well, you're doing good now, so whatever you got going on now, don't move.
That's what I was just thinking to say. All I just sit there and talk. I'm not going to move left or right.
Yeah, sometimes it might help when your internet's bad to just go audio instead, because it's not trying to send a signal to, of the video signal. I mean, that might help.
Yeah, I just did that and see if that helps a little bit because it was starting to buffer a little bit, and I don't want to. It's the first invasion I've had in a while.
Well, I know. I saw that. I got the alert, and I was like, "Holy shit, Mr. Duggar's live."
I did. I don't even know what made me do it, But yeah, I just said, "What the hell?" Well, that's cool, man. I mean, a boat is a boat. Old B-hulls, aluminum B-hulls like that, they're the best, man. They ride good, and you'd be surprised. You'd just take a wire wheel on a drill and clean that boat up, give it a paint job. How much it'd improve the way it rides too. Seems like you'll use it.
Yeah, any boat's better. Any boat's better than standing under the bridge.
That ain't no shit. When I was a kid, man, I had me a little 14-foot John boat and a 25 horsepower old Merc. Dude, that thing, when I first got my first boat, I was set free. I am not shitting you. And I went trout lining, jugging, all kinds of stuff, fishing all over the place then. They couldn't hold me down. I didn't even have a trailer. I just had to take and grunt it up into the back of my truck. But buddy, once I did that, I had a boat. I used that boat to catch enough fish to buy me another boat.
Now, where'd you go put that water into?
Huh?
So where'd you put that boat in the water when you were a kid in Texas? Can you hear me okay?
San Bernard River. San Bernard River right there in Wild Beach. Okay. In between Sweeney and Brazoria.
There you go.
I fished the Brazos a lot. Man, there's some monster flathead catfish and monster alligator gar in that thing. Plus, there's alligators. There's a few real alligators out in that little bit.
That always sucks when
They
you
got
actually
some
hook.
gar out
You know, sometimes when you hook those little baby gators, man, that always sucks. When you think you got a fish and all of a sudden you reel it in as some damn small little alligator. I always hate that.
there. We had a place over there by West Columbia and East Columbia is Brown and Root party place, you know, where they'd bring big wigs to come fish and alligator hunt, hog hunt, that kind of stuff. And I was in charge of cleaning the lakes out of buffalo and carp and different fish, catfish. They didn't catfish in it. They stocking it with them Florida super bass. And man, I made a fortune off them two lakes. I ain't kidding you. And I killed an alligator there that was over 15 foot.
How long you plan on keep? How long you plan on keeping this stream going?
I don't know till we get tired of jabbering.
All right, cool. I'll share it out, man. Maybe we'll get a few more people. I'll share it out on the YouTube. Maybe we'll get a few more people.
Yeah. But yeah, it's I grew up fishing, man, in Thornton. You know, I was always busy trying to make money some way. When I found out somebody would pay me for a fish, if I stuck a hook in it, I was in it, man. I was using bag net, hook nets, drop lines, trout lines, fishing with a rod.
I bet you made good money. I bet you made good money back in the day in Texas.
Dude, I made so much money, it was crazy. It was just absolutely ridiculous. You know, even back then, I was getting $2.50 a pound for catfish. You know, and I had a lot of money for a kid back in the 70s. You know, I'd make anywhere from, you know, about $1,000 a week. I was pulling down, or a little better sometimes. And plus, I had, you know, all my garden. You know, I'd sell whatever we couldn't can or eat. And I had a big old trailer my grandpa had that I'd pull down to the corner of the road with the mule. And I'd sit there and had me a couple big umbrellas out and set up underneath the shade with a big cooler full of iced tea and sit there and sell vegetables. And then I started offering fish while I was out there.
Right.
Later, Dan, thanks for coming in, buddy.
Oh yeah, $1,000 a week in the 70s. You were a big roller.
Yeah, that's big pimping right there, man.
Do what?
I said $1,000. A young guy making $1,000 a week in the 70s. That was big time.
Yeah, I was 14, 15 years old too, you know. I remember my dad, and then I started, you know, and I was trapping too. And dude, I made so much money on raccoons back in the day, because when I was young, hell, you could get $5 to $50 a coon hide. And I had an old 61 Ford Falcon. I put $5 in gas, which would fill it up back then. And I had a route I run every day. And I'd go pick up coons people had hit in their cars along all these, because it's real swampy in a bunch of the area. And there was just coons everywhere. And I'd pick up them coons people hit, and I'd skin them out and sell them once every 2 weeks. The fur guy would come every week, but I would take them every 2 weeks, because I'd take 1 week of hides and I'd stretch them, which gave me extra money. My grandfather showed me how to stretch a hide, and then the other ones I would just would just skin them, and then shampoo them, clean them up, and then kind of scrape a little fat off of them, but just pretty much just like it come off the critter. I sell those too, but man, that's where I made my money. That's where during the winters when I made money. I mean, I'd sometimes make $3 grand, $4 grand, just on coon hides and fox hides and coyotes.
Yeah.
And every once in a while I'd get a nutrient, but most of the time it was just coons. And every once in a while I'd get a bobcat. But bobcats I'd usually get about $60 to $80.
Yeah.
Who's this?
Yeah, that ain't bad at all.
Who's American? How do you look at somebody before they? Let's see. I don't know who America is.
Yeah,
It's
if
D4.
I had to,
Huh?
yeah, that might be D4.
Is it an Amish guy?
I don't know.
It's Avatar or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's D4.
Poor Bob.
I could.
Poor Bob.
Don't be showing me your vagina neither.
I will show you my roast beef curtains. I promise.
All right, on, man. What's going on, brother?
Oh, not much. LW woke me up and said that you were live. That I better get in here or I was a loser. So
Can't be having that, man. Can't be having that.
Good Lord, Spider Baby, you know right where I'm from, man, dude, don't you? Yeah, I was on Blacks Ferry Bridge, so you know that where that's at.
Yeah, one of these days, Duggar, we're gonna have to plan some kind of fishing trip or something, man.
Yeah, I'll let you know when I got a pocket full of money. I'll just tell you I'm headed that way. I'm not much for flying, you know what I mean? I don't really dig flying because then I got to go through all their, crazy shit. But I might.
You don't like those anal probes at the airport?
No, I'm not. I'm the pro bird, not the pro bee. So you know what I mean. So. But yeah, I would love to go, man. I'd like to go catch some tuna. We ought to.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
We ought to all meet in Venice, Louisiana, and go out for yellowfin.
Oh, that'd be nice. I mean, even if you just get in the damn, like any of it, man, skipjack. I mean, anything it's all gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, man. I had fun catching speckled trout. It's been a while since I caught some saltwater fish, man. Some redfish.
Before the summer's over, I'm gonna go spend a couple of days with TF.
Come on down, man.
I was a commercial fisherman too. I was a shrimper and I was a long liner. I've caught every kind of fish I ever swam, pretty much. Yeah.
Except a mermaid, right?
I think I actually caught one of them too. Either that or my buddy screwed a dolphin. I don't know.
Meh, meh.
No.
Spider in the chat. Yeah, I love Surfside.
Surfside Beach. That was my beach I grew up on, sis. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love it. I love going there.
Yeah. Used to go to Smith's Lookout, get a burger Smith's, have a good burger. Oh boy, I drank many a beer on that beach.
Yes, sir.
There'd be a couple, 300-400 cars out there, and they're all playing money for nothing, chicks for free. That was pretty cool back in the day.
I like Gray Wolf. He's talking about Big Matt trying to get on an airplane. I can see that.
God,
Is Big Matt in here?
he was earlier.
Okay. I
Big
like
Matt
Big Matt.
into here. Oh, Big Matt is honestly
Hey.
good, straight up good people.
Yeah, he's a great guy, man. I always like hanging out with him when I get the chance to. It's always fun.
Yeah, and
D4, he probably fits in those airplane seats pretty well.
like Nate. Could you see
Yeah.
Nate holding him on them mother? Golly.
Man, I hate it. I mean, I'm tall and it sucks. I couldn't imagine you people taller than me. That's horrible.
I only flew first class one time. And damn if it ain't almost worth the money. You know? But it ain't worth the money when you're just taking a little short hop, you know what I mean? So
yeah, sometimes I can't understand it. People get on these, it's like a flight, an hour and a half flight. It's like,
I always like looking at the person people sit down with. Yeah, you got to sit next to the fat man. Scoot over.
I said next to the fat man, I didn't put on deodorant.
Right. You know, I can stand as long as it's not the crying baby. The crying baby's the worst. I mean, yeah, you know, that's the worst.
Poor little things. That pressure hits their ears.
Oh, I mean, I feel sorry for him, but I damn sure don't want to sit next to him.
Oh yeah, give them some bubble gum. Let them chew it. Oh, they're babies. You can't get them good. Like, yeah, maybe he'll choke and shut the fuck up.
I got stuck on a flight one time. This is big old nasty old fat woman. No, we won't say anything else. But I mean, and I got up out of my seat and I was just standing there in the aisle. Like woman, the stewardess, like, sir, you need to take your seat. And I'm like, hey, look, you're going to find me another seat or I'm standing here the rest of my flight because I am not having this. It was horrible.
Yeah. You got to watch how you talk to them now, boy. They'll pull you off that plane and arrest your ass.
Well, I mean, it was like, when it starts like intruding, a third of the way into your seat, it's just like.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm big, but I ain't that big.
Like, I ain't doing this.
The first time I riding on an airplane, hell, we still smoke cigarettes on it. That's when I was in the Army. I was 17, 18 years old.
I've only been on a plane once, and I was sky
early
high
80s.
before I got through the sky.
Hey, look, we got Esso in here. What's up, Esso?
Esso, how are you doing?
SO.
Yeah, I'm one of those like few weird people that actually likes to fly. I don't like a 12-hour flight, but I in like a 2-hour flight, I enjoy it. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, I like I like showing up, getting on a plane, and getting to where I'm at. Boom, you're there. You know what I mean? That's the one cool part about flying.
Right, and the people you meet at the airport and the people watching. I just enjoy the process. As long as you're not in a hurry, you get there early enough. It's not bad.
Yeah. Ice is what I use for my ears.
I think the only airline I've ever flown on is Southwest, and where I've flown, it's somehow worked out. It was always Southwest.
See, I hate it because it's always one of those like free for all. Like, okay, the gates are open, and it's like, well, if you're in, the first tier, you get, and then by the time you get on there, or you know what I mean, it's like a race for your seat.
Right.
It's like a rat race. They all just sit there and laugh at you.
Driving seems okay at first. I took a trip to Dallas in May, and I was like, this is going to be cool going across, half of America. But 18 hours later, I was like, I'll never do this again.
Well, like it's fun to drive distance like that if you're not on a time schedule.
No,
You know,
I
if you're
wasn't.
real-
I wasn't really on a time schedule. It was just, man, being cooped up in a car, legs going numb.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. If you can do like, if their time is not like it doesn't even matter, you can do it and be like, just drive 6 hours a day, and find somewhere cool. But, I've done those things where it's like, I gotta be there tonight, and then you just ended up it's still 3:00 in the morning. You've been driving for 14 hours, Yeah, you can't feel your feet anymore.
I made it in record time.
Right. It's like, Jesus Christ.
That GPS says 14 hours and 27 minutes. I made it at 14:21.
Right. You're mad at the old lady because she took 2 minutes in the bathroom at the rest stop. You're like, I just ticked back up to. Now I'm going to have to drive 95. Now I'm going to have to drive 95. Damn it.
Yeah, it was like that Chevy Chase movie, and then dragging the dog and shit. Poor little Billy tried to keep up.
I bet he tried to keep up for the first mile or two.
Well, has anybody got anything important to say about what's going on in the world, or what? Any
Oh,
new
man. I
news?
mean,
Any amazing facts that I might know about, or know about?
not really. I mean, the clowns are still winning. So,
They're not winning. It's already checkmate. They just keep making. They got a few moves left. I'm telling you, we are
Hey, what's
in
up?
devolution.
Look at that. We got Just Observing in here. She's cool. What's up, Just Observing? Hey, thanks for stopping by. Mr. Duggar's super cool. You'll like him. He's a ladies' man.
Comment. I don't know.
What's that, Duggar?
I had a short circuit on my. There it is. It came back. Well, no. Anyway, it went away again.
Look at that. Matthew Mayhem in here, too. Jesus Christ.
That's your bedtime, man.
Yeah, Mayhem Matthew. It's pretty late for you, man, to be up. Shouldn't you have already taken that golden shower and tucked yourself in?
Go there. That's just wrong, bro. That's wrong.
I love Matthew. He knows that. I had a good time. Matthew Mayhem. He went up to the casino with us not too long ago. We all hung out. Matthew and his wife. We all hung out at the casino. Yeah, it was cool. We had a good time.
Man, I just got some horrible news.
Thanks for coming in, Matthew. So what's going on with SO? All these people. Thank y'all for coming in. I just had an impromptu bored out of my mind moment and hadn't had an invasion in a while. And I figured to come up. I'm still kind of pissed off what's going on in the world. Trying to look for smiles again. Grins and giggles just take my mind off of it. But remember, Mr. Duggar does love everybody. That's for sure. So Mr. Duggar does love everybody. And I wanted to give everybody a place to come jabber tonight. Didn't look like nobody wanted to do that.
What were you saying, D4? You got horrible news?
Yeah, man. A friend of mine, son, I coached his kid since he was 5 years old, and he's 14 now, or was 14. He had an ATV accident and just passed away.
Oh, no, man.
Oh, my God,
man,
dude.
Prayers for his family, dude.
Yeah, so
prayers for him and the family.
If you guys throw one up for him, appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll do. That sucks, man.
Prayers for him for sure. Heavenly Jesus, please comfort them people. I pray that Jesus.
I mean, when you say you just got that news, you mean like you just got that news, or you got that news earlier?
No, I just got a text message about 5 minutes ago.
Oh, wow, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
And he was 14.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. Was he riding on a 4-wheeler, I guess?
Side by side.
Oh, God. That's
Turned it
sad.
up, flipped it up.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day, a lot of friends and stuff. I lost quite a few to that. And it was all when they had those 3-wheelers. Remember those 3-wheelers? Instead of the 4-wheeler, and it was like,
those were dangerous, man.
Oh my God, those things were dangerous as hell.
His name was Braxton Esso.
Prayers for Braxton.
Yeah, prayers for Braxton and his family. That's really sad.
Yeah, his him and his they go to church with us and everything. We've been friends for years. Like I said, I coached the kid since he was 5 years old, and yeah, man, that hits hard.
Well, we mostly take a conservative outlook
Just
on this one.
just observing.
Not
Cool.
really conservative.
She says George Soros retired. She says too. That's a good thing. Good Lord. What is he like? He's like Mr. Burns.
Well, you know, no, he's like the guy on Star Wars.
Yeah, the Emperor.
Their Emperor, yeah, that's who he's like, dude. And he got 2 evil little sons to take over for him.
Yeah, it's going to get nothing but
don't
worse
know,
with
man.
them too. So
We should have hunted that son of a bitch down and put him in a dungeon. You know, along with Schwab. Klaus that's an evil man right there, bro.
oh, Klaus Schwab. Yeah, talk about
I guarantee he shoots baby blood. You know what I mean? He has a transfusion of baby blood or something. I don't know, man. That's allegedly. But
Wait, so just observing, are you saying that George Soros passed away?
we can only hope.
This.
He said he retired.
I'm looking on Twitter now just to see. That would be trending, I think.
Well, retired from what? I don't know what his actual job was other than just being a scumbag.
Right, retired from ruining the world.
Yeah, right. He stepped down from his kingdom. What an evil man. That bastard was like 100 years old. I like this guy already.
No, it's a she. Just observing's a she. So don't misgender, Mr. Duggar. Don't misgender.
Can we just call it an it?
It doesn't really matter.
That's the pronoun I choose to use for them. It's an it.
Oh.
It's neither.
Yeah, 2023, you got to be careful.
I don't got to be careful. They got to
No,
be
I
careful.
know.
That's with the fat man. And I'll put a foot up their ass, and if I can't use a foot, I got other means.
I got Mr. Duggar's
I'll
back.
talk mean to them. I will.
Hey, and
talk
I got
mean to them.
D4's back. I'm D4's bodyguard. Mr. Duggar's my lawyer. And
Well, they're just a bunch of cross-dressing IRS agents at heart, anyway. You know, so I ain't scared of none of them son of bitches. But
no point in
I
being
tell you,
scared.
we got to be scared of them. When they turn our money into digital money, then we're in trouble.
And it'll start printing out tokens like at the or those tickets like at the arcade when we were little, you know, and then they'll let us get that little eraser on this section over here, right on the little squiggly thing, you know.
Well, let's see.
Who's
You
been
had
on
your
speaker?
allotment of food here this month, fella, and gas. You're not allowed to spend any more money on gas. That's why they'll try to shut you down for the green deal. You know what I mean?
That's one of the wildest videos I've seen. In China, the grocery stores at the door, they have where you have to scan your phone, like your QR code or whatever, and it scans it, and it's either lets you in or you can't come in door. It's wild that people put up with that.
Where was this at? China or
China.
something? Yeah, China. F that place, man. Been there once.
July.
Well, actually, I've been there twice, but not going to happen again.
Yeah, they took you in a dungeon.
Put everybody on EBT cards.
Yeah, they did put us in a dungeon. It was horrible. If you've ever had Chinese military people point a gun at you and yell at you, you'll never go back to China either. I always like that kid that, or I say kid, but that guy that comes on Pete's show sometimes. What's his name?
Or whatever.
Volusia, man. He always comes on there and he's like tries to defend China, all this, and he's like telling me, "Oh, I don't believe you." My wife's even coming there and been like, "Fuck you,"
I'm sure he's a nice guy and everything. I'm not.
Oh, he's super nice.
Or anything. But I remember him telling the story, like kind of defending, not so bad. And then at the end, he complained about how he couldn't leave his apartment for 90 days.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you idiot, man. Jesus Christ. Come on now.
I don't know, man.
No, they all have phones over there. Yeah, and the five, like I've told this story before, but I remember when we got lost in China, we ended up in like that horrible like neighborhood thing. We couldn't find our way out. There was no taxis. We were like going to these alleys, and there's like all these, like every other house had these cats like on chains chained up outside. There were all these big fat cats that they're just feeding and shit. It was like, Jesus Christ. Way to get me. I'm clicking my heels. I'm sure. What else they got them on there for? It wasn't like they didn't have pretty collars with like little pink bells on them or nothing.
No puppy. They're like, oh, that's next Tuesday's dinner.
Fucking walking through, clicking my heels together, going, "There's no place like America. There's no place like America."
That's what it needs. That's what it needs to do. I mean, not only boycott their businesses. They shouldn't be allowed to buy land near our freaking military bases in our farmlands. I think Bill Gates needs to be stripped of his property and hung up in Guatemala, Gitmo somewhere. Y'all know that cat's evil. Everybody knows that cat's evil. I mean, people know what's going on. It's in there. They're not pretending.
You hear that, LW? Did you hear Mr. Duggar? He's starting to sound like our buddy. What's going on? What's going on?
What the hell is going on here?
Super Dave.
All I know is I went to take a crap. Next thing I know, gas is $5.15.
I know,
you know
man.
what I mean? And you gotta watch them. They're evil people, and people don't. There's a lot of people now are waking up to that. There are evil people, and they're not meaning them well.
No, it's horrible, man. It's horrible. Hey, just observing. I told you before. You said you sent me an email, but I swear I've gone through all my emails, and I think maybe you spelt it wrong or something, because I even looked through my spam and then like everything like that. I do not have an email from you, so just email me again. Like, honestly, I'll set some people up. We'll come on your show. We'll have some fun. It'll be no problemo. We'll make it happen. Just shoot me an email. Yeah. Traveling Fools.
We will
Traveling
say
Fools
this.
2020. Here, I'll type it in the chat. I'm gonna type it in the chat again
Yeah.
because, like, I swear, like you must, because I've like scoured my email just to like double check.
Well, I think the storm has actually arrived. I think it has begun. There's everything that they projected on Trump and the other Republicans and other people, the January Sixers and stuff like that. I mean, it's all being boomerang back on them. They're starting to figure out, well, these people broke the law, and Kash Patel won his court case. He's going to be able to put out his book, Government Gangsters. I can't wait. I cannot wait to get that book. I guarantee, because that dude knows everything.
I'm surprised they still make books.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody knows how to read anymore at all anyway. So. Unless it's on a phone, then it's all like this broken English nobody can understand and all this nonsense.
Yeah.
It's like we were talking about that last night. It's like hey, we got the real Big Lee in here now. He's a hoot, man. What's up? It's like we were talking about last night, though, that the average IQ in the United States has dropped to 98. Is the average IQ, and that's fucking sad, man.
I can't relate.
Now you know why they don't know what they are. They don't know if they're man or a woman now. Now you know why. They got 98.
Remember Defoe when we did that? We did that stupid IQ test at the Slav Olympics at one time, D4. That was fucking sad, man.
Yeah.
What was it? Chess came in at like 62 or something.
58.
58.
Oh my God.
I guess 57.
Oh my God, it was sad, man. Defoe, he like rocked it, man. He came in way up there. It was kind of scary, but
Yeah, I got 181 on that test.
I know. I hit 139, so I was pleasantly surprised, But
So was everybody else. But yeah, 58. That's like, did he know how to breathe?
yeah, so it
Yeah,
was
but breathing
58.
Was he smart enough to suck in air?
He had headphones on, and when we took them off of him, it said "breathe in, breathe out." Breathe out.
Fucking 58, man. He gets lost going to the refrigerator, and that says a lot.
Yeah, we're all just observing, the crap down. Some of the conservative channels and other are out there now. It's not just even conservative. There are some channels out there that they take the middle of the road. Well, if you're a Democrat, they'll call you a rat because you're not a Democrat, because you're a bad politician or a bad person. Same as they do Republicans. It's like, I mean, when you need to clean house, you need to clean house, and we need to clean house. We've been taking this shit for the last 60 years now. It's time to cut them people off again. Every 50, 60 years, you got to clean out the nest.
Yeah, go in and fumigate, get them cockroaches out.
Yeah.
You'd have about 6 people left.
And just observing that's what they're counting on is our attention span. Where's the story about the train derailment that killing all them people up there slowly but surely with chemicals? Where's Hillary's tapes? Where is all the crap that was done against Donald Trump? Attention to Biden. Why is he still in charge when they got proof that he's a crook? He's already admitted to having classified information in a Chinese college.
Wait, what were we talking about?
where he found his.
No, I'm kidding.
I don't know, dude. I've been smoking a lot of weed, so I'm not able to drift off to different.
Yeah,
subjects
man, I
on
forget
any
what we were
time,
talking
you know,
about a
so
second ago.
I've got about a 3-minute attention span.
That's
Oh
how
my
long
God.
it takes you to.
That's
Takes you 3 minutes. It
hilarious.
takes you 3 minutes to roll a joint. Damn it, man! I have to speed that up.
I got a pipe, dude. I don't even got to roll a joint. But I don't know, man. I didn't get all worked up and mad about everything, and I want to bitch about each and everything, and one thing leads to another, you know. From spying on Trump to censoring people, to censor Americans, and to track people. I mean, it's I don't know. And then the hoaxes, the 1 and 2 impeachment hoaxes, and now this, and it's not. It's going after Trump. Is it trying to say you don't have a choice? This is who you got to have. We're going to decide who we're going to put in that bitch to run it. That pisses me off. You follow me?
Eso. No, Dave's not here, man. Dave's not here.
No, we actually got a bar in Santa Fe called Dave's Not Here.
I love those old Cheech and Chong movies, man. Those were great. If you don't have a job by next Tuesday, I'm sending you off to military school with that goddamn Finkelstein shit, kid, son of a bitch. Daddy's like, they gotta go out there and try to up in smoke.
Hey, Mr. Duggar, I'll be right back in about 5 minutes, okay?
All right, brother.
We'll set the timer.
You're on the clock. I don't know.
You have to go take a dump.
Yeah, either that or go get stoned, one or the other. I'm not sure.
He said, I swear I was gonna say Dave's not here. Oh man. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the politics thing can drive you absolutely insane if you let it, I mean, I keep up with it, and I do the best I can to keep up with it via Twitter and stuff like that, and keep up with what's going on every day, but it'll drive you absolutely insane if you let it engulf you.
There's about 4 channels I like watching. I like watching X22 reports. I like watching Benny Johnson.
I like Benny.
And, Benny's a hoot. And what's that other? Glenn Beck.
You know who I've had a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun watching, and it's really good. I don't agree with half of what they say, but I mean, I do think it's important to look at things from, I look at things from both sides now. You know what I mean? Like to look at it every which way. But I've enjoyed listening to Russell Brand. Russell Brand does that podcast.
Show the other day, they was talking. Trump was in the restaurant, and they had the 2 CNN reporters. Oh God, turn it off of that,
Right.
And
but no, if you haven't listened to Russell Brand's podcast, it's actually pretty good. I don't agree. He's more like kind of socialist, wants to go, but he's still, like even he and Tucker Carlson had a really good, a really good interview together. I thought that was really cool.
Ben Shapiro had some good things, and then he has some.
Oh, but I'd like to punch.
Everybody. I'd like to punch him in the mouth because he's articulate. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm Ben Shapiro, and did you know my wife's a doctor? And I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna tell you my wife's a doctor. Did you not know my wife's a doctor? And I'm gonna tell you, sit there, I can own college kids all day long. Look at me. It's like Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
Right. Y'all excuse me. I got to go get rid of this beer.
That's fine. Defoe and I'll hold the house down.
Hold it down.
Yeah, what do you think about Ben Shapiro, Defo?
I think he's a very smart guy, but a little pompous to me.
Yeah, annoying as hell.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Do I enjoy watching him rip people apart? Yes.
Right. But yeah, he's just annoying, you know.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Ben Shapiro.
Oh, I don't like that fool.
No, he's annoying, man. He drives me insane. Trying to listen to him just drives me insane.
Remember? Never mind. Remember that WAP thing when he got drugged for that?
No, what happened?
You know that?
The
before-
song, the Cardi B thing, or not Cardi B? Was it? Yeah, it was Cardi B. Yeah.
And he tried to like go all. My wife's a doctor.
Oh
and this
yeah. Yeah, they truck him. Yeah, that was funny, man.
He is an ugly little troll. I think
Yeah, he
the
started
captain's
talking
got it
about
together about the understanding about the Matrix is Andrew Tate. You know, I don't know. So everybody has different feelings about that guy. I think he's a man's man.
Yeah, I mean, he's a
think,
little bit. He's kind of annoying too, to the opposite extent.
Oh, he's because he's arrogant as fuck. You know, of course he is, but he understands who he is. You know, his ass just did 90 days in a real dungeon for speaking out, for speaking the wrong thing, and he still can't shut it down.
Don't go after Greta, man. You can't go after Greta. How dare you?
How dare you? Your muffler guys killed insects.
I sure wish YouTube could let you just say whatever the hell you wanted.
Sure would be more fun, wouldn't it?
I'll keep my mouth shut on that.
You can say
I know a lot of times if I have too many beers, I'll start to tell a joke and I have to stop myself halfway. I'm like, no, stop.
Please don't joke, right?
Stop. You can't say that on YouTube. It's really fucking funny, but I just can't say it right now.
Well, they'd be breaking out label machines and come tack shit all around your yard, wouldn't they? No, watch this guy, Danger.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Right. Yeah, just observing, dropping a moose. Exactly. That's where LW's been.
Ouch. Adolf's sitting over there hanging upside down, just singing his ass off.
I love the way you named your bird Adolf. That's absolutely.
I think he's got a contact high. He literally was hanging upside down, just singing his ass off, man.
He's singing his ass off.
Whatever he's saying, he'll be whistling and shit, then he'll break into bird.
He remixes that. He remixes.
Yeah, you can hear him say bird though, real good. Because anytime I go out of the house and I come in the house, I go bird. You know, let him know it's me. And so he says bird real good. You can hear him. That's one of the few words you can hear him say other than shut the fuck up.
Does he tell you when you need to take a shower?
No, dude. I have my rat. My rat does that. He's trained to notify me when I'm starting to offend.
Oh shit! See, here we go.
It could go left any minute. You know what I mean? I am close to Albuquerque. I've been known to take a wrong turn before. I don't know how many times I've been driving in Albuquerque and then turned down the wrong road looking for something. Oh, I took the wrong turn in Albuquerque.
Right, everybody takes the wrong turn in Albuquerque.
Well, That's Bugs Bunny's. The good old cartoons, man. That was my Warner Brother cartoons were my favorite cartoons as a kid.
Oh yeah, for sure. I used to love the
Yep.
like Pepe Le Pew was funny as shit.
My darling, I love you so much.
He's like grab. I love the way they canceled Pepe Le Pew. It's like, he's too chauvinistic, and they like actually Me Too'd Pepe Le Pew.
Was the cat a trans?
Oh shit!
Well, they tried to get the little gunfighter. I mean, I'm having a brain fart right now. Yosemite Sam, because he had guns and Elmer's gun.
Didn't they edit some of that out? Like of the cartoons, they actually edited the guns out of them.
They did. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really seen that, but I know they had a big thing going on about it there for a little bit, and then that's when people started calling them out on, making memes that you stupid motherfucker, you'll put naked pictures in books for intermediate kids in the library, but now you want to jump on cartoons like they're sexy or they're too sexy or too hard for kids to understand. They just don't want you to have guns.
They don't want you to have fun, man.
They want to be in control. What are you doing, smiling there, Douglas? Oh, I'm not smiling, I promise.
Yeah, the fun police has showed up and shut you down.
Goodbye, fun.
Well, just observing, jump on here with us if you want to. You're more than welcome.
There you go. Don't be scared, hell.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day, having 2 kids, what a pain in the ass it must be to be a kid today with all this shit coming at you, So much simpler when we were kids.
If I was a parent, my daughter just graduated college. Go ahead, start clapping. She graduated college. Yeah, and is applying what she went to college for, and actually got hired for it. So,
hell yeah,
she's a conservation microbiologist, and so she just make me beat my chest proud. But if I was had kids of like younger age right now, I'd be all up in that school checking to see what's going on in that son of a bitch. I guarantee I would. They had to, Mr. Famous, you got to go. No, I'm gonna find out what's going on in here. Show me.
Yeah, it's almost made me want to go back to school and like just take a class just for fun.
I'm in school right now.
Right, but I mean, show up to one of these like college, and take one of these courses and just question everything, like and just piss them off and fail. Like who cares? They'd fail you, but just be the asshole in class. It's like, wait a minute, that's not true. Question everything. That'd be fun as hell.
They don't like that type of stuff these days.
No, but it would be fun, wouldn't it? If you had the time, like.
Yeah, you just have like 80 college students standing up, yelling at you, calling you racist.
It'd be awesome, man. It'd be freaking hilarious. I'd do it if I didn't have shit to do. I mean, like the ocean would have to dry up of fish. There's lots of every golf course in the world would have to close. Sports would have to go away. YouTube would have to, what I mean? Like everything would have to happen before I did that. But if I got bored enough.
Just remember, you see my invasion come up. You're welcome to come up anytime there. Drop your link in the chat there so everybody gets it, or
Well, she can't drop it. She's not a thing.
Okay, well, if you would.
I can
pull
probably
it,
do it. I can do it. I can pull it up here for you.
Cool. But
I'm a good mod, man. I can take care of this for you, my friend.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I'd be scared to send my kids to school now. When they took cursive writing out of school. I don't know, man. Kids don't even know how to write anymore. Now you can write your spouse a letter in cursive writing. They won't be able to figure out what the hell you wrote them.
Well, I mean that's not saying much. I mean, half the things you tell your spouse, they don't understand what you're saying anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if you just tell it to them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here's the link to Just Observing. If anybody wants to sub her up, she's actually pretty well spoken, cool lady. So I've had a good time listening to a couple of her live streams. So
if
there you go.
If you'd send that to my email, I'd appreciate it. Therefore,
oh man, you are a demanding son of a bitch.
I said I would appreciate it. I didn't demand it.
All
I'll
right,
just take it
Mr.
off.
Duggar you are my lawyer, so I have to keep on your good
Sometimes
side.
I need information and check people out. You know what I mean?
All right, you are my lawyer, man. I'll hook you up.
Let's see. So where's Ben at tonight, man?
Don't ask. Do you really want to know? He'll probably tell you if you.
Well, now where's Mr. Duggar?
Are we still here?
Yeah.
All right, we lost Mr. Duggar. Okay, he talked about an invasion. It is now an invasion. It is our show.
The storm's happening.
Uh-oh.
Taking this over.
We have taken over Mr. Duggar's channel. Do not, it's like one of those, do not adjust your television sets. Do not. I don't remember the whole thing, but what was it? Outer Limits?
Oh yeah.
There he is. He's back. I can hear him.
Yeah, I hit a button on the side of this damn thing, and it just zapped me, and I go, "What? Oh my god, dude!"
You pulled an Edward, man.
Yeah, it's hell getting old. Did anybody heard from Edward?
Last thing I heard, he had tried to repeal the YouTube taking down his channel. And I guess they basically went back and reviewed his content and said there's no way in hell.
No way, asshole.
So apparently his new plan is to start a new one.
He sure needs one. And he needs a partner to you're not allowed to let anybody up, Ed.
Yeah. There you go. I emailed you, Mr. Duggar, Just Observing's link.
Oh
so
man, you
have it now, and it's in the chat too. So everybody give her a sub. That would be really cool.
You're
She's a cool
awesome.
girl.
You're awesome.
So, there you go.
Definitely, I'll sub her up.
Yeah, we need to start having fun again on YouTube. YouTube's pissed me off so bad recently. I just got mad at it and kind of I got to get my head out my ass and start having fun again.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to say that one time. They pretty much train you not to push the envelope because we're just going to give you a warning. Oh, that's going to cost you a strike. You only got 2 more. What is this, fucking baseball? Come on.
Well, it pisses me off the fact that they can demonetize you and then like sit there and demonetize you but not tell you why. It's like, just give me the reason why and I'll fix it. But don't just put this blanket thing.
That's why.
They can demonetize you while still running ads on your stuff.
Exactly. They're making money off our content right and left, but they just demonetize us. And then I like, tell me why, and they won't tell you why. It's like, so it basically delete everything on your fucking channel and start over, or whatever. I don't know. Hey, Cellulite Podcast is in here. What's up, Cellulite?
Wow, what are you doing, Bubs? How you doing?
Hey, man, what's going on, brother? Glad to see you back on YouTube, man. Hope your everything's working out for you. and you got your, all that stuff worked out. Good to
And
see you here.
I hope you found you a couple of big ass women. Like I do know you love them so much.
What are they? BBWs.
BBW, yeah. Just observing said standard transmission is the best anti-theft device.
You damn right.
Isn't
Nobody's
that
driving that anymore. It is sad.
Right on, man. Being above ground sniffing air is a good thing. Yeah, I agree with you fully with that one.
Yeah, the link's up above there, Celluline, if you want to jump in here and talk some bullshit with us. Or Mr. Duggar, I'm sure, can drop it again. He can drop it like it's hot.
Like it's hot. Brew's always in high. BB always in high supply. That and Bud Light, it's in a big supply too, isn't it?
You ain't lying. Every time I go to my grocery store, the Bud Light section is packed to the gills, man.
They ain't selling it, bro.
No.
But there's some there's some people that taking advantage of the half price, the big sales.
With
Go ahead, D4.
I was just saying, didn't Modelo just pass them in sales?
Yeah, they knocked them off. They knocked them off the throne.
Yeah.
I never cared for Bud Light anyway, but I did like Budweiser.
Bud Light's been weasel piss ever since it was made. I mean,
I could never drink that shit.
No, fuck that. Like I've never drank it, so it's not much to say. Oh, screw that! I don't want nothing to do with it.
I mean, Budweiser was good for on the beach. You know what I mean? but I'm a Shiner Bock guy, So if I want to buy beer to drink, I'm gonna buy some Shiner.
Shiner Bock. I told you I got that Shiner Bock sign here in the bar.
Yeah, I got one too. It looks like the tab. Yeah, you got a sign. I want it.
Yeah, I got the sign. It's got like the ram's head, like shooting out.
Yeah. I got a cap, like comes off the top of the bottle. Big one. It's about 2 foot across. Big cap.
See, I've got mine underneath my dartboard in my bar, so if people miss, it hits the sign instead of the wall.
then when they do that, you get to go over there and slap them or what?
No, I just hit this shitty old Shiner Box sign that I'm going to send you.
Oh man, you just wrong. You just wrong. I hope you pee the bed.
Well, I mean, there's a 50-50 chance if we stay on long enough.
In fact, I hope you cough real hard and shit your drawers.
I'm gonna tell Mrs. Fools you put the commither on me, man, and it's all your fault.
She won't believe me. She likes me better than you. She's so sweet, dude. I don't know how you did that. Now that's your biggest achievement, I think. But I've known you poor. She is so sweet. You got a good one. You got to keep her.
I don't know how she puts up with me, but
she does.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some of them girls take him vows serious. Oh no, I got to stay with him no matter how much of an asshole he is.
Oh yeah.
Dink, how you doing? One of the greatest names in fishing. Dink over stink. Catfishing's in the house, people. I'll say hell Dink over stink.
Hell Dink, what's up, Dink?
Catch a small one instead of getting skunked. I love that. Give me a small fish so I don't get skunked. That's
I like a lot
cool.
of people in that. I like a lot of people in your catfishing community and all that stuff. There's good people.
Good people, yeah, they surely are. My future ex-girlfriend is waiting for me to come to Tennessee for sure.
Which one are you talking about?
I'm scared. Miss Jody, you know that I love her.
Jody, okay.
There's another one of my catfish, boy. There's River Rat Agent 3030 in the house. What's up, baby?
Jody only lives about an hour from me.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
dude,
probably
so
lives
sweet.
what? Probably about the same for me then too, D4, right?
Depends. Yeah, about it.
Well, which one of y'all got an old fart house out there in the back I can come throw my shit in? I'm ready to get the hell out of I'm ready to get the hell out of New Mexico. I ain't shitting you, man. The only thing I miss about New Mexico is my green chili. God dang, I love that stuff, dude.
Man, you people don't even put beans in your chili. I don't like a lot of beans in chili, but you got to put a little bit of bean in chili.
If
Man,
you have beans in chili, it ain't chili.
Exactly.
I don't like a
Are
lot.
you-
Like I hate people who put too many beans. I hate bean chili, but I like a little bit of bean. Like I like a tiny bit of bean in there, and I like fresh onion and tomato and jalapenos and all that other stuff in there too. But I want a teeny bit of bean in there.
Really will.
Hey,
So you
Oh, yeah.
like, what's going
Well,
on,
what's
buddy?
up, Bubs?
am I coming in clear? Is my mic working?
Yeah,
It's
definitely
loud.
you're
It's
good.
loud.
All right, cool. What's going on, y'all? How y'all been?
Doing
What's
great,
up,
man. Good to see you back on YouTube, man.
Just being a handsome
I've
fat
missed you
man
being on
sniffing
here.
air.
Yeah, I had to take a little break. We had a tragedy in the family about a month ago, so had to get everyone together. And funerals is never easy, especially when it comes to family. So we had to get that settled
Yeah.
out. Yeah, it was all over the news, and had to kind of mitigate what was going on with social media and how the family was interacting with it and all this, that, and the other. So yeah, it was a little crazy.
Yeah, I started to worry about you. That's why I messaged you. You know, I was like, I was like, damn, I hope dude's okay. And then you sent me that back, and I was like, all right.
Yeah, yeah. My ex-wife's sister, her and her ex-husband got into it over some bullshit, and he decided to take matters in his own hand and took her out, and then he got taken out by the police. So yeah,
Oh,
it was
shit.
ugly. Yeah,
Oh,
it was
God
ugly.
bless, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But other than that, I'm back. So I'm here to have some fun, talk some shit, smoke some cigars, and not drink not 1 ounce of Bud Light. Leave that damn Bud Light alone.
I like you better without
You
titties,
know, man. Addressing chat, everybody's got the right to eat their chili the way they want to. But just so you know, if it's got beans in it, it's not chili. It's chili beans. Okay? It's
Correct.
not chili.
You damn.
And,
what do you think? What do you think, Will? Do you like any beans
when
in
I
your
see the
chili?
beans in the chili, that tells me you got Yankee in you.
Well, I like chili with beans, without beans. With some people put corn in it. I don't mind the corn. It is what it is. As long as it tastes good, I eat it. I mean, it don't make
Well,
me a
no,
difference.
I'm with you, but yeah, I like a little bit of bean in my chili. Not a
Mhm.
lot. I don't like people who make bean chili. I think that's bullshit. But
Jay Shite, how you doing, Jay? He said, I just found a back. I'll put it up. I'll put it here now.
that sounds disgusting, man.
God damn. And you still ate them? Shit.
Yeah, you'd have to know Jay Shives. Surprised he didn't smoke them.
Look, don't be a bean Jew. That's being racist. Give up the bean. You want beans? Bring you some
Bean
damn
Jew.
beans and put them in there. But when you eat my chili-
BYOB. You got a
You ain't getting no
BYOB
beans
over
in
there.
Hell yeah.
my
So
wife
what y'all
like
been
beans
talking
in her
about all
chili.
night? I missed out.
Bring your own.
We've talked about
Well,
everything
bring
from
people thinking beans go in chili.
Mm.
yeah, we've talked about everything from beans and chili to political bullshit to just wherever fishing, a lot of fishing talk.
Yeah, definitely
just
getting some fishing done this year. Me and my father was just talking about that. We getting some fishing done. We don't give a damn how we got to do it. We're gonna go get us some rods, and we're gonna get us some hooks, and we're gonna get out there and we're gonna fish.
Well, there you go. What do you like to fish for?
Saltwater or
Yeah.
fresh?
So I haven't been fishing since I was a kid, and that's the real biggest problem because my uncle owned a boat. Which, by the way, that boat has been sold. The one I was telling you about, Mr. Duggan.
I remember
Yeah.
that. I remember y'all telling
Yeah,
that.
she sold the boat.
Yeah.
So that's the last time I went fishing. This summer when we was talking about going fishing. We're going somewhere up northern peninsula of Michigan because we don't want to do nothing like in the glove. We want to go up in the upper UP. So I don't care what we fish for as long as I catch it and I can cook it and I can eat it. I'm happy.
Yeah. There's good something about good fresh fish, man. A lot of people who never even had a real fresh fish, they can't believe the difference of a real fresh fish or something like you get out of the store. I mean, it's night and day. It's just totally different to kind of eating there. So, and I literally will sit when I used to fish for crappie. I'd build me a little fire, and I'd cook me down some bacon, so I'd have that grease, and I'd catch some crappie and fry fish. Just as soon as I catch them, I'd fillet them and dust their ass with a little cornmeal and flour and some black pepper and garlic powder, and it'd be on.
There you go.
You know, but
Mr. Duggar,
I like
Mr.
saltwater
Duggar
fish.
looks like he knows how to eat.
I can throw down. I ain't got a tooth in my head, and I can chew a tough steak, so it don't matter. You know, I want to get it down.
That's I was talking to the guys in my neighborhood about that last week, and we was all just outside, just chilling, just doing our regular thing. And I said, you know what, the hell with this. I said, why don't we all just barbecue? Everybody pull out their barbecue grill, pull it out to the front, and we just all just barbecue. And me and about 4 or 5 of my neighbors, we were just all out there just barbecuing. Next thing you know, the whole neighborhood, everybody was like, well, y'all didn't say nothing. So our whole entire block was just out here barbecuing. We was playing music, we was drinking, a few people were smoking, the kids was out, they was having fun. It was just a wonderful day. That's all I want. I just want one good day out of the summer. If I can get more and I'm blessed with it, then hey, I'm happy. But we just had that one good day. We could all just get out there and cook. I was happy with it.
Yeah.
Still in you? How you doing?
What'd you cook? What'd you cook up, Will?
So I did some beef and pork ribs because not everybody eats beef, not everybody eats pork. I did some burgers, I did some dogs, I did some sausages, some steaks, and I did some corn on the cob, and I did some potatoes. So that's all I did. Everybody else, they was doing shish kebabs.
That's all. Hell, that's everything.
I think you covered like every food group right there.
I didn't do no seafood.
I literally fired my grilled up and cooked me a ribeye yesterday. Or was it the day before yesterday? I don't remember. But I got a little electric smoker. I smoke chicken wings in all the time, and you know, give me a little rack of ribs, throw them on there, and smoke them up. You know, so I tell you what, if you don't have an electric smoker, you're missing out. That's the simplest, easiest way ever to be able to eat good quality smoked meat. You know what I mean? So, without all the hassle. I go fill up a tray, put a little tray of water in it, put it in there, turn it on, forget about a pork roast for about 11 hours, and then you can just go over there and pull that shoulder blade out of there.
Mr. Duggar, Mr. Duggar, if I'd have ever told, or if you'd have ever told me, if I'd have ever even thought about the fact that you would have said that you were using electric smokers to, I just don't even, I don't even know what to think now.
It's simple and effective. I don't gotta watch it. Used to when I was young, I could go around, chop wood, and get all that shit ready for it. Nah. Now it's all about. Did AOC
Did
Is
AOC
what?
sell that thing to you?
AOC.
Yeah,
She's
because you know
against.
she's
She's
trying to get
against.
rid of gas.
I'd be thinking on that ass if she AOC get around me. I'm just telling you that right now. I would
Hey,
donkey punch the shit out of her. I would.
she don't weigh enough. She needs like a good another 300 pounds on top of her.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah, she don't weigh enough. But we did talk about that. I just when I did my live the other day, we was talking about this whole Travis Rudolph case, and me and a couple of well, I would still say that they're my family members, but every time we have a difference of opinion, it always turn to, well, fuck you and you ain't shit, and I don't give a damn about all that shit. But yeah, we did just review that whole case, and while I was cooking. And the funny thing was, my uncle, he came over. Whenever I cook ribs, it's just like everybody just gravitate to my house and destroy my grill because they just pick the shit. Right. I'm like, just let the shit cool down first. No, we got to eat it right off the fire. I'm like, what the fuck? And we was talking
You
about it,
arrested
and he
me.
was eating one of my ribs, and yeah, he was eating one of the ribs, and as I got to talking about the case, like he spit the food out, and wanted to catch an attitude. I said, "Hey, you ain't gotta. The food didn't do shit to you. If you don't like what I said, then you don't gotta agree with me, but don't spit my food out, goddamn."
Damn, man, you got some hard liners that are gonna spit food because you said something against Biden.
No,
Uh,
I have a Democratic family, and they don't like the fact that I'm not one of those people who ride along with the Biden train. So, and also
I just,
nothing against you, Mr. Duggar,
just
but I like my gas stove. I'm gonna keep using my gas stove.
absolutely. I like
Hmm.
gas. I got a gas grill out there that's a smoker too. So
There
I
you
got
go.
I got a nice one out there. I named my grill Hank. That's my grill's name. Does your grill got a name? My grill's named Hank.
Yeah,
Well, don't worry
my
about it.
girl's name is Betsy. Old Betsy been
Propane is
grilling
a,
for me
is
for
a
about
master
5 years.
child of butane. You know that, Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
I like using wood and a little bit of charcoal and like hickory or something like that. That's what I like
Oh
cooking
hell
with.
yeah,
I like actually
Absolutely.
hell
smoking
yeah.
something, but
I
it's a
That's
pain
the
in
way
the
I like
ass.
to buy beef too, Dink and Stink say he's got 310 pounds of beef. Yeah. I split a half a cow with a buddy of mine every once in a while, and or a hog, or we got people out here that raise goats, sheep, uh, hogs, and chickens, and that's they don't buy any of their meat. And every once in a while, I'll buy a quarter of a beef or half a beef. It's just me, so I don't need that much. You know what I mean? I don't need to be eating that much red meat anyway. But I eat a lot of fish and chicken. And it's because I like fish and chicken, but I do like a good ribeye every once in a while. I love it. And beef tips. I'm a big beef tip fan. So
Hey,
there you go.
just observing, you're 100% correct on that. That was a casting call, and the best documentary or like research done on that was done by that what was his name, Mr. Reagan. Mr. Reagan put out and actually put that in the forefront. Kind of made his name on that YouTuber. That's 100% correct. AOC's brother signed her up for a casting call. Yeah,
Wow.
that's totally true.
A casting call or a casting couch?
Probably,
Probably
hopefully
both.
both. I mean,
Hey,
yeah.
but it seems like they could get a better guy than Fetterman. Come on. I mean,
Yeah, that
before
was
the guy had a
obviously it.
stroke, it was like he had already had a stroke. You know what I mean? Mentally.
Yeah, that dude, Fetterman.
Man, that guy's just an empty vessel, dude. I mean, it's laughable. That guy shows up
And
to
all
Yeah.
first day of
I
work
mean,
in a damn hoodie and shorts.
Right, he's wearing some like Reebok, basketball shorts, looking like Lurch walking in there, fucking Frankenstein showing up. It's like Jesus fucking Christ, dude. And then what does he work for like 3 or 4 days and then has to check himself into a hospital for depression or something? It's like, what the fuck is going on here? Fucking clown show. Well, and that's for that song, clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right, and here I am, stuck in the middle with all you guys.
Yeah.
Well,
So when
I
you got
like
another,
I think
like being stuck
the
in the
head
middle
clown is
sometimes.
natural.
I do too. I like being stuck in the middle as well.
Oh yeah,
It's fun.
it's a good.
When you
place
got
to be.
another show coming out, Will? I caught a few minutes here. I was driving the other night and I caught yours for a minute. And I was happy to see you back live.
Oh yeah, I'm doing another one tomorrow night. I kind of sort of got a little topic that I'm putting together, but I got to get some more research before I start talking about it. That last one I did, it was me returning back to YouTube, but it ended up turning into something that I didn't really want it to turn into. But it's okay though because we held the conversation up. It lasted for quite a while, and a few people.
What time tomorrow?
It's gonna be tomorrow, say around like 7:30 ish. Yeah, that's the best time because I won't have nothing to do.
What
Is that
Central,
Eastern?
Eastern?
Oh, that's Eastern.
Yeah, okay,
Wait,
cool. I'll look for
Detroit
it.
is Eastern.
Like 4 o'clock a minute.
Yeah,
I
Detroit is
agree with
Eastern.
you, D.
Just raised big. See, the thing was, my father, he would tell me like stories like back when he was like a teenager or a young adult. My grandfather would go down and him and his neighbor would split a whole cow or a whole pig. But I just ain't never seen it before in my life. I didn't think that you could actually buy a whole cow or a whole pig and just like have them like butcher it up and separate out the meat and stuff like that. But from what my father told me, you can still go down to a butcher shop and get it. So I'm gonna have to go get it one day. I just don't know how much it costs.
Dude, when we got ready for one, we just go to the ranch, pick one out. We'll go, yeah, we'll take that one in. What do you want for that steer over there? And we'd load him up on a trailer, take him out, turn him out of the trailer, put a 22 shell in his head and hang him from a tree and skin him out. And then we always had somebody that had a freezer or something, big walk-in freezer or cooler. We'd hang him for a few days. And then we had people who were butchers that just, you could just have them, they'd butcher it for, keep a few steaks or whatever, or if you need a little cash, we'll give you some cash, that kind of stuff. We had a guy that, that did our deers because a lot of people don't understand down in Texas, you're allowed 5 deer. Back in the day, you had to kill a doe before you could even get a buck, so we had a bunch of venison and stuff. So, and we had so many people that could cut that venison up. Well, they would cut a calf up too, So, and we did a lot of it ourselves. It don't have to be, it's not that hard to cut steaks and stuff out if you got a bandsaw. If you got a bandsaw, anything's possible.
Right.
Well, dressing up a deer and dressing up a cow is pretty much the same thing, right?
Exactly the same thing, actually.
Right.
Except the cow, you can't move the cow. You got to work the cow in parts, just like you do the deer, but the parts on the cow weigh 150 pounds.
Well, I like them weighing 150, 200. I can lift them.
Yeah. And I understand being big boned myself. I understand where you're coming from. I understand.
100%.
I always love those jokes. That's funny.
You can't go wrong with a big woman. It's just no, I take it back. Yes, you can. I have since then fallen out of love with Lizzo. Me and Lizzo not cool no more. So I gotta take.
I want to take the time to thank everybody that's in watching our show tonight. We got 11 people in here. We are YouTube famous, loud and proud.
Mm-hmm. Can't get no better than that.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
We have a time. There's. I will talk about any subject until they throw the switch on me. So, I really, a lot of things that have been on my mind is going on in our country is how people kind of ignored stuff till they really started going out after the children. And a lot of people don't really pay attention to what's going on. But when they started messing with the kids, that fired a bunch of people up. You know what I mean? And but it's nice to be able to just come talk to people about fishing, cooking, or whatever's on your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And
100%.
being able to mix BBWs in, that's a good thing too. You know what I mean? I mean, we have a diversity of people here and a diversity of opinions. I actually had a liberal in here a while ago.
How'd that work out?
He all asked, and I said, "Well, tell me what you're proud about what Mr. Biden's done for you." The whole there is. See, where a lot of people are failing to understand, there is no Democratic Party. There's a Marxist, and then there's Americans. That's the two parties right now you got to worry about. There's Patriot Americans and there's Marxists in this country, and we don't stamp it out. We're all in trouble. You know,
Well, I miss when people.
Young bucks got to.
Well, I miss when people used to have like intelligent like discourse, you know, and people could talk about a topic and not get mad at each other or hate each other, you know.
Right, but also I agree with you, but also that was like back when people were just debating like policies like taxes and stuff like that, but now we're debating like same shit ever, you know what I mean?
Now you're debating like, you know, chicks with dicks is normal.
God damn it.
like hey, is it cool
that girl just jumped over the hurdle and she broke one of her balls? You know what I mean? I mean, it's crazy.
Right, they're sitting there going to the hospital saying they're a woman and they can have, you know, babies and shit, finding out they got testicular cancer, and you know, it's like, what's going on?
Well, you know, they can get an artificial womb. They're trying to get the artificial womb now.
I saw that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
How creepy is that?
Well,
and then they get mad. They're like, "You're transphobic if you wouldn't date a transgender person." Like, well, like, no,
you know
fuck
what?
off.
I gladly claim
there
the
you
title
go.
as transphobic. That's where I got them now. I'm glad I'm homophobic, transphobic, non-American phobic son of a bitch. You know, I'm not homophobic. I could care less. As long as they don't push it towards me. You know, don't make.
As long as they don't stuff it down your throat.
Don't shove it. Hey, you know, don't try to get up in my old keister. You know, I'd be a lousy fuck. I'd be just crying. You know, why would you want to fuck me? I'd just sit there and cry. You know, it's got to be. You got to be a fetus. Fucking old fat man that cries. Come on. You know.
You're gonna want to cuddle after, goddammit.
I know I would never smile again. I would never ever smile again. I'd just be moving all the time. I couldn't believe I ate that peck. You know, I mean, it'd be bad. So I gotta stay away from that shit. You know what I mean?
So you just dislocate your whole jaw. You don't even fart no more. It just oozes out. God damn.
I would just end it all, man. I would just end it all. You know, I'd go out on the highway and wait till one of them big trucks come running by, and I'd run. Yeah, fuck this shit. I ain't going with that keister shit. Either that or get me one of them trucks and go run over a few of them. You know, I love everybody, so it'd be hard for me to go hurt people. You know what I mean? So unless you piss me off,
Oh shit!
they don't want me to that man. I'm telling you, they don't. I wouldn't be fun at all.
Oh man! See what they don't understand is like when I had a little back and forth with
Hold
somebody,
the phone. Hold the phone. We have Miss Pontoon Jody in the house. There goes my heart once again. That girl has stepped inside. I wish one thank her for coming here tonight. Hi, Pontoon Jody, you sexy individual.
There you go. But no, I had a
That's
little
my
back and
cute.
forth with someone about.
She let other men on my boat though. I don't know if I trust her. She's got a badass pontoon. She letting other men on my pontoon. That's our pontoon,
well,
Jody. Keep guys off our pontoon.
too many captains on the boat. That mean that you ain't piloting the boat.
Now, well, I'm gonna tell you what, dude. She's so sweet. She better not get out in the rain because she'll surely melt. She's good people, and she can catch a catfish, boy. I'm telling you, that woman can fish. And
sound like you in love, Mr. Duggan.
Oh, dude, I've been in love with her for a long time. I know.
Like
I'm scared to go to Tennessee because I know I'll never leave Tennessee again unless she takes me somewhere. I'm sure of it. Well, I'm just naturally adorable. She couldn't resist me, so I would, you know.
Well, you know them she dicks. They like you too.
She got the prettiest hairdo I ever seen on a woman. She does.
I said gorgeous. I said the she dicks. They like you too. You got to be careful.
But who does?
The she dicks. The chicks with dicks.
No, they don't like me at all. They don't like me at all. No. I'm pretty much anti she dick woman. You know what I mean? And Miss Jody's a lady. We don't talk like that when she's in chat.
Okay, sorry about that. But
look at there, that Mr. Douglas, he's a man. He'll tell you right up, don't talk like that, Miss Jody's here.
I had gotten into a little back and forth with somebody about that. My thing was, if I, as a man, say that I don't want to have a relationship with a man who dresses as a woman, that does not make me against that person. That's just me saying that I don't want to have any type of relationship with no man that dresses as a woman, or even a man who dresses as a man who want to have a relationship with me, period.
Hello, Jody.
Right, and there's nothing wrong with that, Will.
Yeah, there's not. But in today's society, you know, they don't take it that way. They take it as, you know, you're going against the narrative, or you being some type of having a phobia, or you oppressing somebody and all this, that, and the other. Nah, they'd be okay. I'll tell them to stay over there where you at and leave the kids alone.
That's what I was saying earlier. Like, we're debating the craziest shit that wasn't even around a few years ago. Just it's bad shit crazy.
Yeah, my niece just went to the pride thing that they had here in Detroit. I think that was last week. And when she came back, I said, "How was it?" She was like, "Oh, I had fun." I said, "All right, cool." I said, "Did you enjoy yourself?" She's like, "Yeah, you know, I went with a couple of my friends." I'm like, "All right, cool." I said, "I got one question for you." She said, "What's that?" I said, "Were there any children there?" She said, "Well, yeah, but they was in a safe zone." I said, "Why does there need to be children at a sexualized event?" I said, "So I don't want you going back there no more." She's like, "Oh, but I had so much fun." I know you had fun. I said, "But you shouldn't be nowhere where they are displaying sexual acts around children. You should be nowhere near that, period."
And all parents should take that stand and put that line in the sand. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't think you're a very good parent if you don't mark that line in the sand and say, "Here's my line. Don't cross it, because I'm not coming on your side. I'm not coming on your side." So.
No, and you know, I've said that 100 times. People want to call me, like, they're like, "Hey, well, you're trying, you know, this and that," and I'm like, I've been to. I mean, shit, I grew up in the Florida Keys, and you know, we go to Key West all the time, Miami, you know, blah blah. I've been to my share of drag shows. I've seen them. I've done all that. It's always been a bunch of adults laughing and a bunch of, I can't say normal, but at the same time, it's not my thing, but it's not something I ran away from. I'll sit there and have a drink and watch some performer go and do their thing. And I'm like, okay, well, that was good for you. Okay, cool. You're a grown adult doing that around other adults. I don't care. It's not my thing, but I don't care about it. But, when they start doing the kid thing, it's like weird. Nobody should take their kid to that. That's just fucked up.
No, they shouldn't. I even spoke.
That's messed up.
Yeah, one of my very close friends.
Yeah, we seen you came in, Jody. That's why we changed it to more rated R to the X.
Yeah.
But or PG. We don't have to be PG. We're adults. We can do R. Everybody just needs, if you got a belly full, let everybody know you got a belly full of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Ring your congressmen up, ring your senators. I'm not into this. What are y'all doing? Why is that puppet still in my White House? You know what I mean?
Well,
why haven't y'all had impeachment going on about him? He could have been impeached for our border.
Because
way
too
before
focused on
they
Trump.
found out about the money he stole, he should be impeached.
Republicans are spineless, nutless fucking dumbasses, man.
Yeah, they're too focused on getting Trump in jail so he won't rerun. That's what they're too focused on. And it's the direction that the political movement is moving in this country. It's sad. Like I was listening to some of the old timers. They was talking about it. They was like, the country that we fought for, this is nothing. Like I understand everybody have their rights, which is fine, right? Everybody has their constitutional rights, their civil rights, all of that. He's like, but you should not want to willingly destroy your country just off of a whim of your feelings. That's bullshit.
Yeah, you were in the military, right? Right, you were in the Army, right, Will?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, exactly.
I was Army too.
My man.
Yeah, nobody has them in their yard. There's a lot of people that don't even know what a trans was until they started pasting it on the TV. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or even gave them much thought, or even thought they were bad or good, or they didn't have an opinion on them because they wasn't shoved in our face and made to be a narrative.
I was hanging out with listen to this. I was hanging out with my 94-year-old grandmother the other night, and she's my last grandparent left. And I was hanging out with her, and she started talking to me about this the other night. She was like, so I'm confused. What is going on? She was like, hearing it from this old woman. And she's like asking me to like explain to her, like, and she's like a saint, I mean, she's like the most Catholic woman you've ever met in your life. Like the most, has helped so many people. I mean, all my friends, my whole life have always gone to Nana for advice, and all this stuff. And she's blind. She's been battling heart cancer for years and years. She, said, screw this to the COVID stuff. She was like, if I die from holding my great grandchild, then I'm going out that way. I mean, that was her way of looking at it. And she's still trudging along, still going. And she's coming to me. She's like, so I can't see very well, and they keep showing these things on the news, and they're talking about like all this. And she's asking me to explain this to her. And I'm like, Nana, just turn the news off. I mean,
just turn the news. Just turn the TV off.
Like I don't even know what to tell you, but I don't want to have this conversation with you. I don't want to even try to explain because it's like I laughed at her. I was like, I don't even understand. Like I don't even know what any of it means.
When the Bud Light shit was going on, my father was asking me, he was like, son, I got a question for you. I said, what's up, Pop? He was like, what the fuck does trans mean? And I was like, oh shit, I gotta explain this. And I tried to explain it to him, and then because he's been listening to too much of the damn the Magic Box, he said, so what is a cis man? I said, all right.
But do you even know? Like, I don't even know what that means.
Cis man.
Jody, you have seen a trans. You seen Pork Chop. Pork Chop lost you. He put on a dress.
Damn. So what a cis? So you have cis men, and then you have trans men.
You better
Cis
watch your
man is
mouth out.
any man that is biologically, yeah, they're biologically and naturally born males. They identify as males and all of that and the other.
So,
And then you
wait,
have trans.
so let me stop you right there. Let me just ask you. So why do we have to be called like a cis? Like so
So
a
it's
cis
a
man, it's just a real
it's a
man.
slur. It's a slur. That's all it is. It's just a slur.
So they're just trying to add something to us. To no, fuck that. See, I'm not ever buying that.
Yeah.
I'll never use
So
that word.
I have two very good people who's deep within the LGBT community. Well, I'll take that back. They're not within it no more. A very good friend of mine. She's bisexual. But pretty much her whole entire family is part of the LGBTQ community. But once this thing started coming out about the kids and stuff like that, she was like, "Well, she's like, I gotta be honest with you." I said, "What's that?" She said, "Do you know it's actually scary to even say that I'm a part of the community?" I said, "Why is that?" She's like, "Because she's like, with the direction that they're going and them trying to target kids, it's almost like, it's perverted and it's disgusting." She was like, "I don't even like to tell people I'm bisexual no more." And I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Ain't that a bit?" She was like, "Yeah," because she's like, "I don't like what they doing." She's like, it's not about being a person expressing and identifying and living in your beliefs and your sexuality and your all this and the other. She's like, now it's just solely about children. She was like, and I have children myself. Why would I want to be a part of that? I'm like, yeah, that's motherfucker. I understand what you mean. So when it comes down to this, when I said that the whole cis men, cis women thing is a slur, is a slander, I was asking her and the other guy about this. I said, so what do y'all mean when y'all say cis male? There's like, you want to be honest? I said, yeah. There's like calling someone a cis male is equivalent to using the N word to a black person. I say, ain't that a bitch? Really? And I'm like, so how come they never really explain it to people like that? There's like, because if they actually told the truth, nobody will support the movement. I said, oh, okay.
Well, let me ask you this, Will. I mean,
Sure.
is there much difference between like Dylan Mulvaney going around dancing around pretending to be a woman, or Justin Trudeau or somebody like that being insulting, pretending to jump around and be a black person, dressing up? I mean, isn't it kind of the same fucking thing? It's like taking away from what somebody really is and making a mockery of it, and it's fucking wrong. That's
Justin Trudeau.
I know. I just called him out because he's.
Oh no, you're good, but I'm glad you did. Justin Trudeau, he's a fucking fool anyway. But Justin Trudeau doing blackface to a guy like me, I don't really give a fuck, right? But at the same time, it's like, why would you do that? Yeah, he did it for a reason. He did it to be either entertaining, to become viral. He wanted to spark some type of conversation by doing that. I don't give a fuck what he said. And then with like motherfuckers like Dylan Mulvaney, they doing the shit because they want to be accepted and get support by people who they truly, really either don't believe in or they want to be a part of. And this is just the real them coming out.
But but Dylan Mulvaney's doing it just to become viral and just to get clout and just to make you just like just doing it for a popularity contest and to get laughs.
Mm-hmm.
Same
not
thing.
Only that, but look at what the motherfucker did. Like, you have destroyed one of America's. Well, is Bud Light an American company?
It used to be, but it's it's foreignly owned.
No, it's still an American company.
No, it is not. It's owned by Heineken.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Ain't that of it? All right, so single-handedly
outright.
Nope,
single-handedly destroyed. Yeah, single-handedly. The funny part is, did you see the Ford commercial?
Oh yeah, they tried so hard to come back. And then they teamed up with Harley Davidson and Budweiser trying to come back, and it's like now Harley sales are dumping too.
Welcome in, Tinkerbell Bog.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, Tinkerbell?
I mean, I don't care what.
It's ridiculous. Even the company that I work for. Go ahead. My bad.
No. I was just real quick going to say. I mean, most normal people in the country just say fuck all this nonsense, and we don't want. And everybody likes to say like we are the minority, but we're really not the minority. I mean, most
we're
people
not. No.
want this fucking nonsense, whether you're in the redneck white community, whether you're in the Latino community, whether you're in the uppity white. Well, the uppity white people are the ones that are the fucking pricks. And, whether you're in the black community, whether you're in the Indian community, whether you're in the Muslim community, like all these fucking communities are like, fuck that shit. Like,
well, the funny thing is that these like the LGBT community, they have been fighting for their rights, and I can't remember the exact number or history, but I know it's been short, right? And the fact that they're successfully getting all of these things like in their favor, and they pretty much turn the country to where now, if you even say anything like that they don't agree with, they'll try to get you removed on social media. They try to get you fired from your job. They want to slander you, and all of that. This cancel culture bullshit. My thing is, how is it that one group of people who built off the suffering of other groups of people are able to get all of these wonderful things swung in their favor only because the world is too afraid to really tell them that you just have a fucking mental health disorder? You need to get your shit checked.
Well, and what's funny, like to that note is most of the, like I
got
have a lot of
problem.
Well, I've got gay friends, and I have gay family members, and I have gay, everybody knows he's gay, and most of the people I know are pissed off about this because they're like our fucking everything we worked for. Like I've got older, gay family members and stuff, and they're like, fuck this, like everything we fucking tried to get done just so we could be like accepted into society has now been hijacked and turned into this fucking clown show. That now, and we're lumped into this now. They're like, no, we didn't. We're just two gay guys. We don't. We're not into like people cutting their fucking dicks off and shit.
It don't participate. Just don't participate in it. Like, have y'all seen that? I'm sure everybody knows on that Twitter, that account Libs of TikTok. All they do is play TikTok videos of people. That's all they do. And they'll play like all these people like talking about, there's 13 different names for straight people. Like, I don't have to memorize, if you want to, that's fine. That's your deal. But I don't have to memorize all this shit. And most people don't give a shit.
The crazy part is how they're interjecting it into corporate America or into the corporate world, period. You have to take this sensitivity training. And if you don't take the sensitivity training, you're not compliant and you at possibility of losing your job. But in this sensitivity training, you have to pretty much give into, submit, accept, and whatever other word you want to use about how there may be a person, there may be a young person who may walk in with pink hair and a full beard and a dress on, and they want to be called a girl, and you have to call them a girl. What?
Well, have you seen those videos online where they're filling out a job application online and they click on there's like 73 choices?
Oh man, yeah, it's like that. I'm getting ready to hire a new employee, and during the hiring process, like it has like male, female, other, and if you click other, you get 5 subdivisions. It's the weirdest shit ever. And I just be like, okay.
Have you ever seen? Okay, now this was just the other day. I was on Twitter.
Well, Jody, I could explain that to you, but I think you were trying to write dink, wouldn't you?
I mean, explain that to you in full detail.
Have you ever seen the results?
I think she's trying to say dink.
Have you ever seen like photos of the results of these surgeries? Have you ever actually seen them?
I have.
I mean, it's like this fucking Frankencocks and shit, man. I mean, I was on Twitter the other day, and these people put out all like it was this whole stream of pictures of both, the sex changes things. And I mean, that's not a penis. I mean, it looked like this weird ass fucking thing, and had these rotten ones they were showing, and had like these pictures of these like fake, vaginas that were made from the damn I mean, they're basically making it from the ass of men, and they're pulling them out, and I mean, it's fucking disgusting. It's
Yeah.
like nobody's ever gonna hit that. I don't understand the point.
No. Unless she got kids. and
There's
can
God taking action right there.
There you go. The church that got struck by lightning. Yep.
I got a question for
But
Will.
yeah, if she can't describe to me what childbirth was like, yeah. What's up?
What if Dylan Mulvaney was a BBW trans? Would that change anything for you?
I would rather listen. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me. I'm gonna put it to you like this. I'm gonna put it to you like this. I'm gonna put it to you like this. If there was a top of the line, like perfect 10 trans and a bottom of the barrel 1 with lesions and fucking moles, I would take the bottom of the barrel 1 female before I take the 10 trans.
Just because you feel
With
sorry
all the
for 'em?
reasons. Not because I feel sorry.
Oh,
I'm just
you-
not about to fuck another dude.
I was
I'm not about to fuck another dude.
I'm not in that.
I'm
Not
not
even
about to
in
fuck another
prison,
dude.
bro.
Cheers.
Nah,
cheers,
hell no.
motherfucker. Cheers. I ain't
Yeah,
fucking
there
another
you
dude
go.
either.
I'm not fucking another dude. It's just not happening. I'll do it. That's like that. That one chick. What is? I can't remember her first name, but her last name is Blair, and she's well known all over YouTube space. And she's a trans. Well, he's a trans. And if like someone showed you a picture, like you would never know that it was a guy before. But like if you look at her and be like, oh yeah, she looked like hittable. Hey, oh, she used to be a dude. Wait a minute, what? She used to be a dude. It's like, yeah, she used to be a dude. I'm not fucking that.
No,
I'm
fuck
good.
no. I mean,
Hell
they
no.
literally like take the scrotum and turn it into a makeshift vagina, and then they have all these like it gets infected all the time because it's like basically the shit's oozing into it, and it turns to, like septic and all this shit, and it stinks like shit, and like it's a fucking nightmare. I mean, it's a fucking nightmare.
That shit.
It's true. I mean,
He said, I can't listen to that
Oh
shit.
my God.
but it's true. Am I wrong?
God will get.
Nah, you're not.
I think
And it gets all infected,
gonna
and it gets
step
all
in on that
nasty,
sooner or
and it's fucking disgusting.
Well, I have a person who works for me. They're a trans person, and when this person first started working for me, I was like, "Hey, look, listen, I have no problem with who you are." I said, "But you just got to understand how confusing it is for me when you shared with me that you were born a woman, but yeah, I watch you go into the male's bathroom." I said, "I just need you to understand how confusing that is for me, right?" And he was like, "Oh no, it's all good, no doubt." And he's been very like vocal about it. But he told me, and I asked a few people that's within the community about it.
He's got you convinced he's a he because you keep calling him he.
Yeah, he got me convinced.
When you know he is a she.
Yeah. So the crazy part is, he told me that like as a trans person, they get no acceptance from the lesbians and the gays, and if you're a queer person, then lesbians have beef with you. I'm like, wait, so you mean to tell me that y'all got intercommunal beef? Like even with I thought the whole thing was supposed to be about love. And he was like, man, they don't love us. The lesbians hate us because we used to be women, and now that we're posing as men, because that's truly what they're doing. Trans person is a person who's posing as another gender. That's all it is. And lesbians got beef with him, and the gays got beef with him because they feel like they're trying to take over their position. It's just like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah. So to simplify it, like most of these people in Mr. Duggar's stream are from a catfishing community. You can't even take a catfishing community and get everybody to get along. You damn sure can't get a bunch of people getting their dicks and tits cut off and pretending to be different sexes and expect them to all get along.
What's the beef? What's the beef about catfish? It's all the same, right? I don't understand it.
No.
That's the point. I know that most people get
everybody's
along.
always worried about what the other man. That's all that is. Catfish, they worry
Just
about
making
the other
a
guy
joke,
succeeding, and they're not getting the love that they get.
It's the same thing.
But what Jody just wrote, I thought we had to accept everybody for the way they are. we do accept them for the way they are, but don't come saying that it's got to be on my agenda to pay attention to you about what you want to be and who you are. I mean, I don't want to make a big thing out of it. That's up to you. You want to be that way, go for it. I don't have nothing, but don't push it in on our kids. Don't say it's normal, because it's not normal. You know yourself. If you're trans, you're not a normal person. You're something wrong with you. Whether it's mentally or whether it's you were born in the wrong body, that's not my fault. Why does that got to be part of my conversation?
I ain't playing no fucking games like that.
Children.
I agree with Dink. I don't agree with the same bathroom shit either. I agree. If this is where the world's going, there needs to be a male bathroom, there needs to be a female bathroom, there needs to be this fucked up over weird ass bathroom over here that all you motherfuckers can go to.
Well, have you seen the new shit? Now they're trying to make it to where your speech is going to get compelled. So if you misidentify a person, or if you dead name a person, then you can get jail time. That's the new shit.
I agree. Just observing them people are fucking weird ass possessed motherfuckers.
Well,
it ain't right.
There's this funny comedian, Tim Dillon. He's gay. And he posted the other day on Twitter, he's like, the reality is most of gay and lesbian people think this shit is crazy. They're just afraid to say it. You're just afraid to say it because they'll get canceled or called right-wing or a Nazi. I truly believe that. I even believe that people on the left who are like, what's the big deal? I think when they're not online and shit like that, I think when they're in their house, they're like, this shit's gotten crazy. But they're so entrenched in the party politics, like team politics things, that they go along with it. But I think most of the other side is against this shit too. But they just,
I heard
for some reason.
LW, you might have heard this too, but I heard somebody the other day trying to relate the whole thing to where like a woman getting breast implants is the same as a man becoming a woman, like using that same argument. And I'm like, man, fuck that. Like a woman wants to get some damn implants put in her titties is not the same as some dude chopping his dick off and becoming a woman.
No, and when they call it,
you can't relate these two things together.
When they call it healthcare. Well, healthcare is like, okay, my appendix needs to come out, or my gallbladder's fucked out. You're gonna die if you don't take your appendix out or your gallbladder out or some shit because of infection and shit. Like that's a medical thing. Going in healthy, and they just, it's what it is. It's mutilating your body. That's not healthcare.
Well, the crazy part is, it used to be where you had to go through. I can't remember exactly, but I'm gonna just throw a number out there. I think it was like 2 to 3 years of mental therapy or psychological therapy before they would even sign off on allowing a person to get the surgery to even transition. What they doing is, you gotta follow. Yeah, now you just walking off and say, hey, I want to be a chick. And they go, all right, cool. They just sign off on it because it's a money scheme, especially if the person is on some type. If they got private insurance, oh yeah, they about to do everything that you want to do. If you got state insurance, yeah, they'll do it, but then they'll leave it up to taxpayers like us to pay for it. So we had to pay for that chick to get a dick, or we had to pay for that dude to get a pussy. Period. That's how it works.
I wish somebody would have paid for me to get some pussy when I was young. I feel cheated, man. I feel cheated.
The person at my job, I asked him straight up. I was like, can I ask you a question? It might be kind of off. He's like, nah, man, ask me anything. I was like, all right. I said, so you transition 100%. He was like, yeah, 100%. I transition. I said, cool. I said, I'm gonna ask you a very personal question. He was like, you about to ask about my dick? I said, no, I'm not about to ask about your dick. I said, but who paid for it? He was like, oh, the state did. And it pissed me off because I'm just like, this is what our dollars is going to. We send the money overseas to go help a country that don't give a fuck about us. and we paying for motherfuckers to get sexual reassignments. But I know Pawpaw down the street got he a fucking pacemaker, or it's a grandma somewhere that need a damn insulin, and we can't help them out. But we can install dicks onto women, and we'll rip out dicks and install pussies onto dudes. Come on.
And the rest of that money's going to Ukraine, so we don't have room for nothing.
Oh
else.
Man, goddamn shit.
Thank God we.
They're making it where the kids. The
Jody, I do want to say one thing real quick. Let me say one thing real quick. Jody's joke was pretty fucking funny. I did laugh, Jody. Good joke.
Yeah, it was.
She says, "How do you know if your man is bisexual?" And then the answer is if he has shit stains in the back of his underwear and in the front. That's pretty funny joke, Jody. I like it.
Uh-huh.
But I know TF might know this. Did you see that TF? Matt Walsh on Twitter.
What is a woman?
He had an employee do a 20-minute telemedicine. Over the computer, over the, and they approved a gender surgery, a 20-minute online thing. You can't even do a telemedicine and get antibiotics.
Nope.
But you can get approved for,
get your dick cut off.
Yeah.
It's
Well, they don't cut it off. They split it wide open, and then
they invert that
shit with it.
Well, I mean, Jesus Christ, it's so fucking disgusting, man. Like, I don't care if anybody, like, it's fucking disgusting. Like, I don't care if somebody wants to be gay, like if you're gay and you want to be gay and you like other dudes and like, that's none of my fucking business. But don't be
if
like,
if he got hickeys on the back of his neck.
Exactly, Jody. I like Jody. Jody's cool. Jody, we need to go fishing. We need to have Mr. Duggar. We all need to meet up. D4 is not far away. Mr. Duggar can come up here. He can stay with me. We can bring So You Light down here. He'll come down here. We can go do some catfishing. We'll all meet up, man. So You Light, you can stay at my house, man. I got an extra bedroom. You can stay at that anytime you want, man. Come on down. We'll all meet up. We'll go fishing on pontoon Jody's.
You got a heavy duty brand just in case I want to have me a big girl.
Man, I just rebuilt my staircase and it is well supported, man. You can walk that. And you know what? I even know some big ones, man. So
there you go.
Literally about. You better have a king size bed in that room.
Shit, I've only got a goddamn queen, man. Motherfucker.
Goddamn. I'll make it work.
I'll move the bed out, man. I'll just move the bed out of there. We can just throw some goddamn air mattresses.
You got the support frames where I can put the handcuffs and the rope just in case you try to.
Oh man, Miss Jody's in the chat. Okay, we ain't gonna go freaky tonight, okay, man. Don't need to go all freaky with Miss Jody. She'll be going, what? She's just.
Hey, she did the hickeys. She did the hickeys on the back of the
neck somewhere.
Hey, yeah, the pink fuzzy ones.
And I guarantee you, she was blushing the whole time she was writing it. I guarantee it.
No, Jody's a sweetheart. I've gotten to know Jody. I've watched quite a few of Jody's fishing shows and stuff like that. She's a sweet woman, man. She's cool.
Good shit. I love it.
Yeah, I know you can call me McDuggar. That's all right, baby. I'll answer everybody.
McDuggar, I like that. McDuggar. I want a McDuggar with cheese. No, the world's gone fucking crazy though. You look at it like nobody cares. Like when did society it was just like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, everybody basically said, okay, fuck it. Yeah, let's all quit bitching. Let's all get along, like everything. And now here we are 5 years later, and it's like, Jesus Christ, now we got you're at the White House and you got topless men and women running around, but they're opposite. The men have tits and the women don't. And
Yeah.
And like
It
what the
started with
fuck is
Brokeback Mountain. I'm telling you, that's when it happened.
shit.
When they showed two
God,
dudes,
here we go.
you know, fucking
Yeah,
Ben,
they showed
Brokeback
they
Mountain
showed two dudes.
Cowboy.
They showed two dudes breaking in each other. They had to break each other in.
You
So
know,
it's all
you
horse.
didn't have
It's
to
all
go back,
horses'
but
fault.
and fucking
Goddamn
horses. They were
stallions.
in on it.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna last too much longer. The whole movement that they're trying to do, because a lot of people's really dialing into their bullshit and just saying, "Hey, enough is enough." But I think the breaking point is going to be like when they try to publicly drag a child on stage to try to do something to them and say that if you have a problem with this, we have a problem with you, and it's going to
They've
take
already
like
done that.
Already done that, dude. I saw a video.
Yeah.
no, I'm
All
talking about like I'm talking about like in a school. Like if it was to happen in my son's school, like if they try to drag the kid on stage, yeah, me and that school, me and the whole entire Detroit Police Department about to have a deep conversation.
Yeah.
Well, the beauty of this is that they're all of these people, and that's why they're trying to push it on the children now, is because this whole movement, there is no procreation coming out of any of this movement.
Nope.
There is no children being born from this movement. There is no procreation. This movement dies.
Quickly.
Within a generation, this movement is over. That's why they're trying to push it on the younger generation to keep that movement going. Because if that movement, I mean, none of these people are having kids, obviously. Like a little bit of biology fucking comes into play there. None of them are having children. So this whole movement dies within a generation. So that's why they're pushing it on another generation of children. It doesn't take rocket surgery to figure that out.
Right.
No,
And
I
all
just
the
Trying to
don't.
take
people-
masculinity out of our men. You know.
Oh man, they hate
You
masculinity,
know.
Mr. Duggar. They hate masculinity.
I mean, you're in a foxhole with a guy wearing white pearls. I mean, come on. Dude, you're gonna have trouble getting around the mud in them high heels. You know what I mean? Come on. There's a point where they're taking it to the ridiculous levels that, you know, they keep pushing the envelope. They, you know, we got this, we can get this, we get this, we can get this, we get this, we can get this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Andrew Tate say they make everything the norm. They keep the narrative going, and they dumb you down, and before you know it, you're a slave, and you don't realize when that process took in effect that you were subservient to them.
Mm-hmm.
Just, you know, like being scared on YouTube to mention COVID, or the jab was fake and it was a bioweapon. A lot of people are scared to say that. I've been screaming it out, you know, and I have been chastised
Yes, you
a couple
have.
times from YouTube guys. But I am part of a class
I
action
remember
suit
that
against
strike.
that was just a warning. You just got a warning.
Hey, I never got the motherfucking jab. At one of the facilities at my company, they was like pretty much trying to push like we don't feel comfortable coming to work with people who has not been jabbed yet. And my thing was just like, hey, look, y'all give me a paycheck to do a job. Y'all don't give me a paycheck to take a drug. So I'm just not doing it. It's not happening. And I hope everyone who lost their job for not getting the jab, I hope they get all of their fucking money back.
They should.
That's
what is it? The
probably
thing
one
now
of the
they're saying is
scariest guys ever is Klaus Schwab.
well, what is the latest report is coming out saying that you're like 3,000 something % more likely to have like that microitis or whatever, the enlargement in the heart and all that jazz, if you've had that fucking jab.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
It's, I mean,
well, I
don't quote me on the numbers, but it's something like that. It's like 3,000% or something, and I mean that's fucking insane.
I found out a way. I've watched enough YouTube videos to where I think we can talk about it. Yes, I'll say it. Dear YouTube community, the vaccine saves lives. They're 100% safe and effective, and you should get all of your shots and listen to the and NIH and Dr. Fauci. Thank you. Okay, now we can say everything we want to say.
So we can say everything we want to say now. All right, cool.
Set 'em up.
Okay,
Fuck-
okay, yeah, okay, I'm
fuck
ready.
Fauci. Fuck Fauci. Fuck the World Health Organization. Fuck the vaccine. Fuck COVID. Just fuck all of that shit. The shit was when the shit first popped off, and the people who I know within the medical field, when they was pretty much when they was telling me like, hey, look, listen, the things that we are trying to do to save people's lives that we know don't work, and they're telling us to do it anyway, just because of money. And when I first heard that, I knew that this was all a fucking bullshit sham. And now that all of these
The
different
funniest thing
what's up?
on chat tonight.
I love to kick him. I love to kick a brother.
That's funny, Dick.
That's the funniest thing on tonight.
You're not a real woman until you take a punch in the dick.
Oh my God.
Oh man, just
Yeah,
observing.
all-
Everybody's all high.
I can't
on
wait
Elon
to have
Musk,
you
but
on
that
here
dude's
on one
kinda
of these
evil
panels with us.
too. You know what I mean?
Who, Elon
Who?
Musk?
Elon Musk? Yeah, Elon Musk
Dean's
is like
good
the-
people, man. Dean's good people.
No, I want to say I can't wait till Just Observing joins us on one of these things. I know she's busy tonight, but I do hope you join us. That would be fun one night.
I've been told that I had late. Yeah. She had lady balls. She carries them in her purse.
hmm Yeah, I wasn't getting that damn shot. Fuck that shot.
Well, I'll
How
say
the
this.
hell? How the
I
hell
know-
y'all come up with it? How the hell y'all come up with a vaccine in 1 year? Get the
When-
fuck
when-
out of here!
When normally
Because
it
they've been
looks-
planning on reducing Bill Gates and them boys been planning on reducing population for years. I'll tell you
Yeah.
what you're
I'm
finding
telling
out. Schwab is in on all that stuff. You got Soros is in on all that vaccine stuff. Bill Gates
Yep.
is all on that in on that stuff, and a couple of other freaks that shouldn't have any business helping decide what goes in Americans. I mean, when it was a pandemic, it was all built up with statistics. Okay, there was no pandemic. There was not people just dying out in the streets. There's cities full of homeless people that didn't even catch COVID, and the only thing they were shooting up was meth. So and fentanyl. So I mean, it was a pandemic.
They got to
not a
have all the
pandemic.
fun.
Yeah, they didn't get. Yeah, you get in your tent and you stay there. Don't be doing. Wear a mask.
They were locked up in their houses, man. They were partying in the streets, shooting up
Party in the streets,
fentanyl.
yeah.
Damn.
Sharing needles and shit. Yeah.
Ah, man, fuck
Do-
yeah.
Well, do y'all know the number of how many minutes, hours, days after you get this current boop shot of when they determine if it has anything to do with the vaccine? What would you guess? Like,
Wasn't
you
it
take
30 days?
it's 15 minutes.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
okay. I'm thinking opposite what you're talking. So,
Like they keep you there for 15 minutes. If you like two days from it, it's not considered an injury from that. And I've known like extended friends and family, like cousins, like you just hear it all the time. I get text messages all the time. Oh yes, such and such died. He had a massive heart attack. He was only 44. And all of a sudden you see like this person, massive heart attack, but they don't get counted to it because they
I
have
know better than most folks what them shots do. That shot killed my wife. Killed her.
Mm.
No
Yeah.
sign of stroke in any member of her family. All the women in her family lived to be 90 plus, and all of them smoked like furnaces. Okay, my wife was healthy till she got them shots. She had a little bit of Crohn's, but other than that, she was a healthy, puttering around woman. And she got them shots, and when she got her second booster, from the time she got that shot till she passed away, it was called that shot. I'm telling you. And then,
Yep.
and I think the hospital killed my wife because every time she come off the respirator and she'd start breathing on her own, start talking normal, where she could almost talk, but her poor little voice was harsh from that hose down her throat. They'd come in there and they'd give her a fucking sedative and knock her out, and then she'd have trouble breathing again. So I mean, you don't tell me about that shit. I lived through that nightmare myself. And I still have nights. What kept me from not running amok down there amongst them was my belief in God. They better be lucky I'm a God-fearing man and didn't want them that kind of things on my soul. Because I'm telling you, it about pushed me over the edge, boys.
I don't blame you.
I don't blame you at all. When shit don't add up like this, I was discussing this with my dad because my dad, he had the shots plus the boosters, and my dad is heart disease and other things dealing with the heart. It runs around.
How you doing, bud?
But I find it funny that when my dad went to the hospital one day, and he was having stomach pains, and they tried to list it down like, oh, this might be. Because my dad, he did catch COVID, but they tried to list it as like, they called it like residual or onset like COVID symptoms. Like this is like post-COVID symptoms or something like that. And my thing was just like, well, he didn't start feeling his way until he got the shot. And they're like, oh, we're pretty sure it didn't have nothing to do with the shot. I'm like, yeah, well, it's funny how these symptoms that he's having, he didn't start having until he got the shot. Like none of this makes sense. That absolutely does not make sense. How can you be perfectly fucking fine or even have some pre-existing conditions or something, whatever, and then you get the shot and the symptoms is either amplified or you got these brand new symptoms that came out of nowhere that's never been in your fucking family? It makes no fucking sense. And when my brother was working at the hospital, he was like, let me tell you how fucked up it is, Will. He said, a guy could come in with a GSW, gunshot wound. They'll list him as fucking COVID. What the fuck? I said, why would they do that? He was like, because the more COVID patients that you have in your hospital, the more money you get.
Yeah, they were getting what, like 30-something thousand per patient, and like 68,000 or some bullshit. And don't quote me on the number, but it was like something thousand per death that happened in the hospitals.
Yeah,
everybody was
killing people.
Listening.
You can quote me on the number in text.
I thoroughly believe the hospital killed my wife. I really do. Not that they weren't nice people in there, but the way they went about trying to, they go, oh, she ain't going to make it. And
the people working there were not responsible.
She was never supposed to come off that respirator alive. She came off that respirator alive and started breathing on her own.
As soon as they
gave her a sedative.
As soon as they put people on those respirators and
that's what killed them.
Put them under the thing, that they were dooming them to death, and that's what they were pushing it towards. It was the whole thing was it's bullshit. They weaned out population.
Yep.
Yeah, the ventilators.
Ventilators.
Here's the stat before 2020. If you're an elderly person over like 75, if you get put on a ventilator for any reason, your chance of survival is like 20%. So the WHO came up with like, okay, well, we got to throw everybody in there, or every COVID patient, because you throw them on a ventilator. Ventilator is like for the worst possible scenario. Like your chances decrease. I mean, they never.
They sedate you and put you on it.
Yeah, right. You don't even know about it.
Or take this, and you're like, and then you wake up on a fucking ventilator, looking around like. And here's the story right here. My stepdad had COVID, and my wife is a nurse, and my wife kind of knows what's going on, and she was also vaccinated. She can no longer have babies, but and my mom called because my wife was a nurse, and they said, well, his oxygen level, because your oxygen level, if it's like 92 or below, you probably need to go to the hospital or be on alert. His was at 86, and my wife told him.
My wife was at 35 when I took her to the emergency room.
Oh, that's bad.
When I
But
got her
he was,
yeah, and
he was 86, and she told him, don't go to. My mom wanted to take him to the hospital. My wife told her, don't go to the hospital. All they're going to do is throw you on a ventilator. She said, just pound vitamin D, vitamin C, Tylenol, pound vitamins, water, and just ride it out, because all they're going to do is throw you on a ventilator. Through the night, and we called back the next morning, how's stepdad? It's like, oh, he's better. His oxygen's up back at 94. So they put so much into people that they just ran to the hospital. As soon as you got there, they were like, throw him on a ventilator.
Yeah.
That's what the government pushed that. The government pushed that on it. And as much as I love Donald Trump, he got bamboozled in that. And that was his biggest flaw that I have. I mean, that's my biggest flaw with him. I mean, I don't necessarily blame that on him, because that's what.
Okay, let me give an argument for Donald Trump. What would they?
Let me finish. Let me finish, Doug. I mean, that is what people. I mean, basically, he was put in like a rock and a hard spot. He was a president, and all of a sudden, you had Fauci and all these. Everybody coming saying the world's fucking ending. Everybody, you remember, everybody's gonna die. Is basically what they told you. And I mean, he had no choice but to do what he did. And he followed the people who were supposedly supposed to be recommending the good things. Is that his fault? I mean, I put a little blame on him, but I don't put the total blame on him, and I'll still vote for him again this time. I don't think it was his fault, I mean, it was just that was the options he was given.
About the other drugs, the ivermectin.
Yeah, and they all made fun of him. Oh, you're trying to.
Even said, it's up to you. It's your body. I'm taking ivermectin, or whatever you're taking.
There's still morons out there that are trying to tell you that Donald Trump told people to drink bleach, and it's like he never fucking said that. Like, Jesus Christ. People are goddamn stupid.
I have to interrupt here because that word YouTube does not like. So I want to take this opportunity to say ivermectin does not cure COVID. Thank you. Okay, go ahead.
No.
Hey, I love
we're suggesting it is.
I gotta get up early with the kiddos, so I'll be on next time.
Are you out of here, man?
Yeah, it's 3:00 in the morning here. I gotta get up at 7 with the kiddos, so I'm about to get.
Same here, brother. Same here.
Yeah.
Hey, man, get up with me, dude. Let's hook up and do something fun, man. Let's talk about fun topics. Maybe Friday night or something like that. Friday or Saturday night. Let's do
talk
something
about
fun.
BBWs.
Yeah. Let's get on here. Let's get on here and talk trash and make jokes and have a good time again.
Yeah, we can do that Friday if you're available.
Yeah, maybe Friday night, man. That might be fun.
Very cool. Perfect. Yep. I'll connect with you, man. Let you know what's a good time.
Hey, you got my phone number. You got my digits. You got my social media shit. You can do whatever you want to do. Just holler at me, man. I've just been waiting until you got through with your family stuff, man. Just get it with me, man. Let's blow this shit up, dude.
Most definitely will do. Y'all take it easy. Appreciate you having me on, Mr. Duggar. Y'all take it easy. Pan on chat.
All right, Will. Love you.
Thanks
Will.
for coming up.
We'll see you soon, man.
Always. Love y'all.
See you, brother.
See you, brother.
Bye-bye. He's a good cat.
I love Will,
funny
man.
as hell,
He's good. He's good. I remember going to the first in D4. You can probably vouch for this. Are you still here, D4? D4? You still here? Yeah, D4 might have passed out on us. I don't blame him if he did, but
D4 were.
No, I just remember going like during the beginning of the whole kung flu breakout. You know, it's like people were all worried. Standing, it was like, Jesus Christ, you people are a bunch of fucking morons.
Right. Remember when they told us that we needed to wipe our groceries down with Clorox wipes?
Do you remember seeing people at the gas station like holding fucking gloves and shit, pumping their gas? And it was like,
Yeah.
people were afraid to pump gas, and they're out there with like trash bags on their hands and shit. I was like, come on. I'm out there like going in there, pumping my gas, going in there, getting a piece of that damn pizza out of the gas station, eating it while I'm pumping gas. I'm like, well, fuck it. I mean, like, take me now or don't take me. I'm not dealing with this.
Well,
It ain't fucking happen.
Mr. Duggar knows how fucking hot and humid it is in Southeast Texas, right?
Oh,
Yeah, it's rough, bro. So you go like in the summertime and you walk into a grocery store and they're like, you need to wear a mask. And I put it up and it's, fucking 101 degrees, like 117. I put that thing on. I can't put it off and threw it on the floor. I said, if anybody wants to stop me from shopping, go ahead. It's Texas. They don't care. But I was like, this is stupid.
I used to love to go in there without a mask and just watch people look at you.
Yeah,
Or you
run
know,
away
there'd
from
be
you.
people. There'd be other people taking off their mask. Oh, you'd have
Mhm.
one or two that would come up there and try to say it. I'd go at them, and I ain't had my shot. So
And we
I
never
mean,
did that shit. I mean, I say never did that shit. I mean, there were a few times like if a business requested it and required it and gave me one at the door, then we actually did put them on. But usually I'd let my wife go shopping and I'd be like, all right, fuck this. I don't want to be in this place anyway because I don't like shopping. Have fun, baby. And she'd be all pissed off having to wear a mask.
I
I'd go
miss
outside and
Joy.
smoke a cigarette. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
just dumb. I'm so glad that's over.
My buddy took it to the extreme, man. He put on this slicker suit and he had him a set of goggles on and a gas mask with two big ridiculous, filters on it. He goes into the store with that. And people looking at him like he'd lost his mind, But he was going in there like he was going in there to avoid a chemical leak.
See, I like just observing. She's actually really smart with this whole hand sanitizer thing. I mean, that breaks down your immune system right there. I mean, your hands are supposed to take in all these things. And, they pushed this hand sanitizer, which broke down people's immune systems. Just observing. You need to hang out more often. You need to come on some of these streams. You'll fit right in. I promise you. I promise you, you'll fit right in. I got you. We all know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because there was something my wife was telling me, like, because all the alcohol in it and all the shit that dries out.
Well, your hands are supposed to take in toxins, and they're supposed to take in, these common things. It's like these helicopter parents who don't let their kids go around anything at all. Your kid is supposed to go through some things. They're supposed to get sick. I remember like not getting chickenpox, and my parents taking me to chickenpox parties, to where they're taking me to the kid's house that had chickenpox so that I would catch chickenpox from the fucking other kid that had chickenpox. And I mean, that's how we grew up. And people have to have these natural things brought into their bodies, not like hiding away from all this stuff. People are where society has gone is absolutely retarded, and it's absurd.
Dude, it's like we're living in a bizarro world.
Yeah,
I
always go back to that. Like
from the world I was raised into. Yeah, right.
I still drink from the water hose. God damn it.
Oh man, you're gonna be one of them frogs.
I know. No, that's what made us healthy, man. We all got sick. We all got over it. I mean, you can't hide from getting sick. Everybody's supposed to get sick. It's gonna
I remember
happen.
when my daughter was like playing in the backyard, and she picked up some dirt and put it in her mouth, and everybody freaked out. Like, no, 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 no. I was like, well, she's gonna figure out that she's learning right now. She's gonna figure out that dirt doesn't. And two, it'll probably build her immune system a little bit. Like, everybody fucking calm down.
I remember my brother feed me worms, man, holding me down and fucking feed me worms and making me eat fucking worms out of the ground, you know? It's like, I didn't like it, but, you know, it didn't fucking kill me.
But that was always the best when you saw video, or you would go to places and you'd see some like 300-pound person, Donald's, eating a double quarter pounder with cheese, but lifting their mask up. Like, do you think anything you're doing right now is healthy? And that, you know, eating at
Right,
McDonald's,
it's like that fat motherfucker riding around through Walmart on that goddamn cart thing that they drive around through there with their mask, getting pissed off at you because you're not wearing a mask. And it's like, so now all of a sudden you're worried about your health? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, just yeah. Roll on there, Gratilda. Fucking roll on.
Yeah, fucking COVID was probably the best thing that happened to you, because you didn't eat fucking a 20-piece chicken nugget for a week.
Yeah,
I loved it.
I need
when they,
I need 2 double quarter pounders of 15 piece chicken nuggets and a Diet Coke. I've got my mask on, so can you please serve me? It's like, yeah, okay, Jesus Christ.
I love it. I love it when you go into the restaurant. Oh, you got to have a mask to come in, but once you made your table, you were in a safety zone. You know,
Right.
you could remove your mask at the table.
I was the same, Mr. Duggar, because it was like, well, wait, the table before you just left like 5 minutes ago. So when you lift your mask up to eat, you're breathing in all the air they just breathe. Like, none of it made any sense. It was
the whole thing was.
Well, you got to understand it. Anyway, the mask was like building a chain link fence to keep out mosquitoes. Anyway, the Omicron levels of the virus against your handkerchief or your paper mask, it was like mosquitoes flying through a chain link fence. They were way smaller than what that mask would be filtering out anyway. It didn't stop anybody. The only thing it
I
did,
wear those masks. I wear those masks every day of my life. I do woodwork for a living. And I, fine sanding of woodwork. And every day at the end of the day, I blow fucking sawdust out my nose. And I wear those N95 masks. And there ain't no fucking way. And I said this from the beginning. I'm like, this fucking mask is a bunch of bullshit, because I can go out there and work in my shop and blow sawdust out my nose wearing an N95 mask. So,
but it's going to keep out something you can't see.
And then you had these people walking around with these. They started making all these masks that were like all for like decoration and shit. People started making like fashion statements out of them, wearing this cloth mask. The best was my wife actually trolled. Who was it? Melissa Milano or whatever. Melissa Milano. My wife actually ratioed Melissa Milano, which was funny as shit. She posted that picture of her with that like crochet mask where you could like see her like right up her nose. And my wife posted a picture of her wearing a snorkel mask on a thing while we were diving for things. And it actually ratioed Melissa Milano. It was funny as fuck on Twitter.
I know exactly what you're talking about. There were like these giant holes in the mask. Like,
or Alyssa, whatever the fuck her name is. Yeah, she had the thing. It had her nose going out there. It actually ratioed her. It was funny because my wife posted a picture of her holding a lobster in a bikini with a fucking wearing a snorkel mask. It was like, mine's actually doing me some fucking good or something like that. Or like ratioed her, and she got all mad. And it was funny.
Like when you saw people, they were like, okay, they put their mask on, they take it off. But where were they putting their mask when they took it off? They threw it in the passenger seat of their car, their dirty ass seat car, where people put their ass.
Or in the parking lot.
they put it in their dirty ass fucking cup holder, and then they put it on their face. And then some people were taking their mask to like labs and stuff like that. And people posted this video, and these labs would find like 7,500 bacteria.
Thank you for coming in, Rattletrap. Have a good night, bro.
Yeah, LW. There was more. That mask had more fucking virus and disease and nastiness just soaked up into it.
That's what they were counting on. They knew that harbored bacteria, and it was detrimental. They've proven it now. There's peer reviews out there that say, wearing masks long term is detrimental to your health. That $10 word detrimental.
Especially a nasty ass old mask. It's like the whole thing's fucking retarded, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's just funny when you look back at it, and people are still. I think a lot of people who got tricked by it are their ego. I mean, you don't like to be wrong and stuff like that, but
yeah, nobody can admit to being wrong.
Right, but I just saw an Israeli study. They went back all over their data. Nobody under 50, no healthy person under 50 died of COVID. None. Zero. Not one. They all had like other health problems.
Well, there's a big difference between having a bunch of health problems, catching the flu and dying, than catching the flu and dying. Does you know what I mean? Like, during sure. If you're on your deathbed and you catch the flu, you're probably gonna fucking die.
Yes, sir. Flu will turn into pneumonia, and then you're gone. Well, it was a scam. We all know it was a scam. There's a awakening across the world. And I'm not talking woke. I mean, there's a difference between awake and woke. And they scammed us. It was a control operative. That's all it was. Let's see what we can get them to do.
And
they made a world lockdown.
Yeah. And like Mr. Duggar, what he believes happened to his wife, like that's one thing, like I see a lot of people just trying to move on, but that's like, oh man, people have to suffer the consequences for this shit.
I live through it every day.
You just can't do this to people and just be like, are bad. It's crazy. Like it's the biggest oopsie of all time. Like, well, you're just supposed to move on from it. Crazy.
No, Jody, smooching cures it. I'm down to come give you the cure too. So I'm like an antibiotic against I've never had a flu or a cold in my life. Never took a flu shot.
My favorite part of they give you a piece of paper, and on the back it says side effects, and two of the side effects are paralyzed and death.
Yeah, makes me want to do it. May cause blood clots, bleeding out of the anal cavity.
Yeah. Do you want for your eyeballs?
Oh man, I don't know. Well, I don't believe we had an invasion tonight, and I'm really glad everybody showed up. Man, I had quite a few people in there a couple times. And
I'm sorry, I was muted.
Yeah, you were.
I was trying to say this last thing before you kick everybody out. Yeah, if the side effects ever say anal seepage, then you might as well die. You might as well just go ahead and kick it off and be done with it. But yeah, everybody get ready for round 2 because round 2 is coming.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen again.
All else,
And I would guess it's gonna happen again in about August of 2024. So get ready.
I think what we got to worry about is nuclear war and going to war right now. That's their next narrative. They're pushing war really, 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 really hard. So, I think we got a couple of scare events coming up. I think we're going to have loss of communications. I think it's all coming to the head, and I still firmly believe I agree with a lot of the analysts out there that we are in devolution. That Trump really is still the sitting president, and the military is in charge. So, I mean, it's a psych op what's going on right now. They're just letting them hang themselves. It's the biggest sting operation ever. There's a lot of people fixing to go down. Operation Dark Winter.
We could only hope, but I don't think that's the truth. I think get ready for another round of everybody has to hide in their homes, and everybody's mailing in their ballots again, and 2024, baby.
I kind of agree with that statement. Like, I'll just say the next 18 months are going to be pretty entertaining.
There's going to be another round, and I don't mind coming up. I've already got my hat on.
Well, I just hope the legislation,
Trump 2024, baby,
in all the states steps up and changes a lot of the voter rules. You know what I mean? I think it ought to be a clear box that all the votes go in. I think we ought to have an election day and paper ballots. And
never gonna happen.
And a voter ID. I mean, you got to have an ID to buy booze. Why wouldn't you have an ID to vote? More important than buying booze.
That's wild.
You can't have that. It makes too much goddamn good sense.
Nothing that makes sense is ever going to be passed by law, man.
I'd never get that argument about the voter ID. In my precinct where I go vote, you walk up, you pull out your ID, they take your ID, they type it into the computer, and they say, okay, that's you, and you can go vote. Like, what's the problem? Why are these people arguing for it's just another thing, like I said earlier, that we're debating about that just doesn't make any sense. We're not arguing about policy anymore. We're just arguing about stupid shit.
Yeah, well,
show your ID.
Get ready.
Well, anybody got any last things they want to say?
I'll let Defoe go first.
Once again, I want to thank everybody. Yo, Defoe, what you got to say? Yeah, that's what I thought. Bye, Defoe. We love you, man.
LW, what? You got any
last words there, LW?
Well, I had fun. I really enjoyed this. I wish we could do more of these, Mr. Duggar. They're really fun.
I will.
And
Jody saying I was just seeking to come up and play. Well, it ain't too late here. If I get to see you, then I'm gonna blame you.
LW, you better wait a minute.
Let's call her bluff. A little
bit longer. Yeah, call her bluff, man.
Let's call her bluff.
I'll sit right here with you. I'll sit right here with you for a moment longer and wait for Pontoon Jody to come on this stream. I love Pontoon Jody.
Jody.
Y'all watch out. She's so pretty.
Jody. And I like just observing either. I really hope she joins us. And just observing, I do hope you wrote my email down right. There's only one L in traveling. So, I mean, a lot of people make that mistake. But travelingfools2020@gmail. Email me, man. Not man. Lady. I will bring a couple people over and we'll do a fun stream on your channel. Anytime. Like, join
I really want to thank
anytime
you for
you want.
In.
Yeah, she's a cool chick.
she's definitely added to the flavor of the topics tonight, and I appreciate her coming in here. I take it she is a lady, and we appreciate it. Well, go on, Jody. You done sprouted. I'll come up and play, B. There she is. That's Deepa.
Oh, that's
Deepo,
Deepo.
you back?
I hope Jody don't look like that.
Hello.
You got Defoe
Deepo,
up. No,
you're
you
muted.
got Defoe up.
Wait.
You're muted, D4.
All right, we're gonna kick
Defoe
him.
is
Bye,
muted.
Deepo. He muted himself. There you go.
All right, well.
Well, yeah,
Well, listen, everybody.
Joe,
Make sure you do
Joe's all
think for
talk.
yourselves. Don't listen to what the mainstream media is telling you. Think for yourselves. That is the most important thing you can do for yourself. Make sure you get all your advice from people like Mr. Duggar, because he will never steer you wrong.
I have a double platinum tinfoil hat. I wear it proudly. Go Trump 2024.
Oh,
Thank y'all for
yeah,
coming.
baby.
I want to end this, if you don't mind, with a little prayer to my God. Thank you,
I'll
dear
take my
Lord, for
hat
letting
off.
these folks come out and find us. Yeah, need you to take your hat off. Thank you,
Are
dear
you
Lord,
praying
for
with no
letting
hat
these
on?
people find the channel tonight and stop by and jabber and letting us sniff some air. We appreciate you leading our lives to the right way. I want to thank you for all the people that come in and had things to add to the show, and I thank you for everything you've given me in my life. Please protect them all and protect our country. And I ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
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 Amen. I love
Hey.
that, Mr. Duggar.
You know, we just got an invasion in, man. Damn.
It was a very successful invasion
Look
as
at that
well.
hair
I
deal.
will say.
Yeah. It was time. It was time. And I might be doing one a little more often, you know, because it was fun. I get tired of sitting here listening to people that I don't want to listen to because there's nothing to do. And when we all get together, there's always a good thing happens. So I appreciate all of y'all. And I'll tell y'all what, y'all have a good night, or what's left of it. I guess it's about to break daylight where you folks are at. I don't have to get up till afternoon, so
Yeah, fuck you
y'all
for
have a
that.
wonderful tomorrow. Ha ha. Have a wonderful tomorrow.
All right, you beautiful fat retired man. So yeah, fuck off. I'm gonna have to wake up and work.
It. I might even get up and go fishing tomorrow afternoon sometime. So y'all take care and remember, God bless. Mr. Duggar does love everybody. Y'all take care of your little bitty
Everybody
self.
loves Mr. Duggar.
Bye bye.
Later on.